added walls and
there's doctors nearby.
Insane
if
asylum.
anything goes
doctors
wrong.
nearby, and
Go to a needle exchange, get the good stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
You're
I
still
think
gonna need
the
it, man.
only problem is running out of money and being addicted to heroin. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you turn to crime.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. If you're so rich that money is never an issue,
Then why not do
it's
heroin?
probably fine.
Exactly.
Because you never see like affluent heroin addicts. Like you can never tell, right? They're just rich people.
Yeah.
It's not until they lose all the money that they turn into like zombies, basically.
I mean, unless they're like at the swimming pool and you see like track marks everywhere, and then in which
Yeah.
case,
That's why you gotta do it between your toes, where no one looks,
You run out of toes eventually.
under the scrotum,
Ugh.
Run out of scrotes eventually.
where no one looks.
So like right in the gooch?
Right?
Just
Yeah,
right in the
that's
gooch.
that's what I would.
There's a hardy vein there.
Oh.
Ready to go.
Oh, it's hardy. All right, everyone do your socials, and I'm going to pee, and then we'll start
My socials.
the podcast. Do your
Okay.
socials.
Your
Do your
Okay.
socials. Do your socials.
Post
all
to our Instagram, you know.
right? Don't. Oh, yeah. Yes, our Instagram. Does anyone here have access to
I
that?
think it's just OG.
probably yeah,
Yeah.
probably just Oliver.
And he's like,
He posted at the
every like 6 months, he's like, I'm on it, boys. It's a renaissance. Instagram renaissance. And then
February 18th.
a week later,
Ooh.
February 18th of so, like almost a year.
Yep.
That's the first post on the.
No, that's the last post. First.
Oh,
He loses.
Ages
he loses the drive. I don't blame him. What is this? 254. This is TR 254.
250.
It's gonna
Four.
suck once we're out of the twos. Once we're in the threes.
3 sweet.
Threes. We can't three sweet.
You can't
until,
three sweet.
until the lawsuit comes down. We can't three sweet.
or until we need to 3 sweet once
is
we get
live.
to the 300s.
The numbers don't matter. Just
Who's
always
breathing?
keep them at 2.
Who's breathing in their microphone, Colin? It's you.
Maybe I should put it up.
It's
more.
you. Can you talk over it
Like
a little
this?
bit? No, like see how I do.
Like-
See how like.
Talk. Oh, I
See?
don't want to sit
See?
here the whole time.
Well, you're way taller than I am, and we have the same and we have the same size mic stand. So
Fuck.
just like a little
what
posture,
about back
you
here?
know?
Back here.
That's probably fine too.
Back
Yeah,
here?
that's probably
Up
fine
here?
too.
Over
Also,
do we need D&D
it's
books?
just like
so
when
we
you're
make
when
a
I'm-
stack?
when you're just. It's no good, and it's hard to hear with those garbage headphones. Don't worry. One day when I win the lottery, we're gonna have 4 sets of working headphones down here.
Woo.
Never
Cool.
before has it ever happened, but one day
Hold on.
soon.
These probably
I
work.
thought we were
Kev
supposed to
doesn't
get a
use
bunch
them,
of
though.
heroin.
Well, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have so
that-
much
That's
money.
that's
We
not
can.
enough money to safely do
Sustain.
heroin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
You need
No, okay,
millions,
Yeah.
trillions.
In this vision, we have enough money for safe heroin and headphones.
Okay.
So we
Oh,
can
okay.
listen to things on our safe heroin. Talking. Reckless. 7 more characters. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Nice.
Boom.
Rocking techless.
That's us. Chon. Do you think...
Why do you have ads? What are you getting ads for?
I don't know. I opened Twitter and it just started playing. Do you think that noise is it saying... Like, I always thought it was, like, the end of the word PlayStation. It's like,
Oh.
PlayStation. Sean. Do you think it's actually Sean? Like, Sean Layden? Like, our CEO? The man who's up on the stage at the Game Awards? Do you think Sean demand? He's like, no, we're going to say my name.
No.
In a very Kojima-esque move, we're going to say my name in every single commercial. Forever.
It's very tinfoil hatty. I don't think so.
Follow the money, Bryce.
Bing.
I bet him and
It's just
Reggie
a
had a bet. No way, Sean. There's no way you can get them to say your name in every piece of advertising for the next 25 years. Impossible.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, Mr. Filzamy? You got yourself a bet.
PlayStation.
Yeah. It was
Sean?
just
Who's Sean?
it was just called the PlayStation. And then and then Sean Layden took over.
Pretty good spin on it.
It's the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
It's the PlayStation.
Or the
It is
PlayStation.
live. Yeah, well, yeah,
Ooh,
that's
that's
what it is.
good.
Yeah, the
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
I could catch on with the kids.
Playing with my PlayStation.
Oh, did we ever turn the furnace off?
Yep.
Nice.
Did you ever turn the furnace?
I remembered.
What?
To turn the furnace off.
Ah, yes.
Recovered yet? Ready to go?
Somewhat. I wanted to sleep in today, and then I only slept till 10 o'clock. So.
Oh, only 10. What time did you guys leave?
Just after 12.
Okay. It's like an hour later.
Yeah, I think we played a couple more games of whatever that game is, and then
Anomia.
Anomia.
Mark played once and managed to get extremely angry at the world.
No way. Mark.
I know, right?
What?
I was shocked too.
Kids will mellow him out.
Oh my god.
What?
Just Mark.
As a father or?
Yeah.
Oh. That'll be fine.
He'll be fine, but I think he'll
As long as the kid likes Star Wars.
yeah.
If they don't, get him out of here. Little Annika.
Well, the name is going to be a Star Wars name, so the kid's going to have it indoctrinated into its head from day one.
I think
And
we've
that'll
teased him
make
too
it
much.
despise
It can't
it.
be a Star Wars
If it
name
is, the kid
now.
will despise it. They'll just hate Star Wars.
Once they become a teenager.
Annika. Annika.
Oh, no.
From parts unknown.
What's that game called?
Night of the Full Moon.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to pay for more classes.
Gives you like 2 to start, and then
So hold on.
they're
it's-
like 40 cents a class or
it's-
$4 for everything.
It's free to play with in-app purchases.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
You only need to spend $4. That's the
Yeah,
most you
there's
can spend
nothing
on this game.
else
So
past
sorry,
that.
what's it called?
Night of the Full Moon? Night of the Moon?
That's a bad name.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take.
Well, it's better than like
better when they
Works.
before translate.
yeah.
Works better in the original Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $1.39.
What?
Ooh, probably on
No, it's not.
iOS.
Are you all ready to start this podcast?
Maybe it's not free anymore.
Maybe got popular.
I'm going to bring it in so everything we say now can be used against us in court.
Oh, I thought we were already live.
Law.
Why
Or
would you
live,
be in
but-
court?
Night of the.
Night of the Moon? Full Moon?
I see full moon popping up.
Maybe it was
Weird.
paid
Almost
for.
almost
and I
like
just
this
bought
is
it.
the exact problem with these
Nope, sucks to be iOS. I got it
knockoff
for free.
clones.
Really?
Can't find the difference between which
That's
game
weird.
is which. Maybe it's paid, maybe it's free.
Yep.
This is like the Donut County Hold.io
No,
thing all
it's,
over
it's
again.
free on
Android.
Android,
Yeah.
but iOS has to pay,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
which makes sense because Apple is evil.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the worst fruit. That's not true. I take that back. Apple. I love apples.
They're great.
I love apples. Oranges. You know, I'm sort of soured. You know, it's a lot of
I
work.
don't like
What?
orange.
Oranges are the best.
You know, it's a lot of work getting into an orange.
You know what? Well, the most amount of work to get into a fruit means the most amount of reward,
That's
which
not
is
true.
why
It's-
pomegranates are the best.
Oh God,
no.
no. It's like who wants to count 1,000 individual like grains of rice, basically.
You don't count the pomegranate
gotta-
seeds.
well,
you just
yeah,
get
no, you
them
gotta
out
know.
of the shell
Why
Why
don't
and
you
you
count
can
them?
off of them?
eat
Such
them.
An asshole.
What if you have a world record setting pomegranate? How are you ever going to know if you don't
Ooh.
count the seeds? What do you weigh your seeds? How do you know the volume of how do you
That's
tell
a good
like
question.
this was a shitty pomegranate? It was like 10 seeds. Or like this one was great. It was like I don't know a realistic amount of seed. This one had like
30?
I mean,
this
there-
one had like a
those-
million
You
seeds.
usually get like a couple hundred. I would like to. I would
100?
think,
I
yeah,
thought-
because
I thought they're big seeds. I thought.
no, they're like
Couple hundred. What?
They're like
they're like
they're twice
like
the size of
30.
corn.
uncooked peas size,
I'd say like 30,
maybe a little
40.
bit bigger.
They're what?
What 30?
You're not getting
40?
a couple hundred.
Yeah.
30 to 40.
If you,
I
think 30 to
if
40.
you
They're
crack
that
a
big.
pomegranate, you will get like look. I'm gonna pull up a picture.
Pull
of
it
a
up. Look it up. I gotta do the
Average
intro.
pomegranate.
I got to do the intro. It's the 254th edition of the Talking Reckless podcast, your official fruit ranking podcast. That hey, I don't look at me. Don't
What?
you put that on me, Colin Kalinske.
That we're fruit ranking.
We're not fruit shaming. We are fruit ranking. Pomegranates better or worse than oranges. Bryce
Here's a
Sinek.
cross section of a pomegranate. You can already see about 50 seeds.
Also, Kevin Byer is here. Everyone. Way
It's like,
into
what do you even
this.
eat
Can
in
I
a
see what
pomegranate?
an inside of a pomegranate also?
Okay, so that's like
Yeah,
there's
you
not
like-
a
you
couple
eat the s-
hundred.
you
There's
eat the
definitely
seeds.
a couple
No.
hundred.
There's
There's probably
pomegranates,
like 100 plus in there at least.
Eh.
My name is Matt Eads. I stream every day on twitch.tv/Talking Reckless Podcast. Come and join us. It's the engine that runs this thing. Come,
does.
come on by and show some support. Say howdy. If it's your first time on Twitch, don't worry about it. We meet a lot of people like that. Loads of one. It was Kevin's first day on Twitch. Why? Feels like yesterday.
Show
See,
us your
Yeah,
bits.
pretty
prob-
much.
probably
Pretty
like-
much, yeah, like yesterday. Yeah,
16
Really?
months
Yeah.
ago, I'm going to say. 16 months ago.
And half of that was Subnautica.
I got
first
I got my email today saying that the next time I pop by, I can brag about how big my sub peen is.
How big is your sub peen?
I don't know.
You're humble. I mean, everyone knows exactly how big it is, but no, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, man, off the top of my head.
So yeah, if you got to measure it, it's too small.
Bryce Zinnick is still lost in the worlds of pomegranates.
It goes deep. Apparently, some people believe there's exactly 613 seeds
This
in
is
every
why-
single
Why?
pomegranate.
This is why you got to count your seeds, man.
No.
We got to figure this thing out.
Well, some sources say there's plus or minus 200 around that number, but
No, exactly.
So,
600.
so bare minimum, you're looking at 400 seeds.
exactly 300 or 613 seeds, which is
Yeah.
the number
It's
of
John 3:16 switched around.
number of commandments in the Torah.
Boom, knew it.
Oh, yeah,
see,
obviously,
was
pomegranate.
was almost there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pomegranates are.
That's the relation.
They're
Jewish
they're
fruit?
godlyite.
Is that true?
Very holy.
Happy Hanukkah,
No.
everybody. Happy Hanukkah. I think we're right in the.
What the hell?
I don't know when Hanukkah starts. I feel like we might be right
It's
in.
over.
Is it over already?
10th was the last day.
Wait,
The 10th.
Oh yeah, it started in
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Started in November.
What do you
December
do
3rd.
in
What do you-
Hanukkah?
Yeah, no, it's
8 days.
8
of,
days.
Yeah.
Of gifts?
Oh,
8 days of gifts.
Yep. Well, and sitting around a menorah and doing,
Oh.
spinning your dreidel and having good
Yep.
eats.
it's just
Nice.
every stereotype you can imagine. We're doing it.
Cool.
You name it.
Why
And
they're stereotypes.
if it's vaguely racist, we're probably also doing it as well.
Chocolate gold coins. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
According to Adam Sandler, the nights get pretty crazy during Hanukkah. Just
Okay.
anything goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
After you light that one candle,
Party.
that's right.
Nice.
That's how you know.
Everything's legal for 8 days. It's like spring. it's like the purge.
The
but
purge.
for the holidays.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
everything's fine.
No sinning.
There's no such thing as a food crime. If you want to,
Nice.
if you want to eat those apple pies, brother, you eat them.
What about actual crime?
That's probably allowed. Probably
Okay.
allowed. Yeah, but you have to make sure that the arresting officers are also celebrating Hanukkah because
Yeah.
otherwise, if you're like, no, officer, it's Hanukkah. It's fine that I killed that man. They're like, well, sorry, we're Catholic. It's like, oh boy,
Oh, jeez.
Then you can ask for a new police.
oh boy. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, can you send the
Jewish
Jewish police?
officer.
They will understand my plight.
Happy holidays, everyone, everywhere. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever else happens at this time of year. I apologize for my ignorance. Kwanzaa,
Yeah, how dare you?
is that around this time of year?
Yeah.
Ramadan,
Boxing Day to January something.
also sometime around this
something.
year.
You know a lot about holidays.
Yeah, he knows all the holidays.
Very
I don't know
cultured,
why.
yeah.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
just know when they are. I don't know anything about them.
Oh, that's more than I know.
It's a joyous Kwanzaa.
Yeah, solemn and respectful Ramadan. How's everyone doing?
Yep.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Not yet.
I was well, I mean, I say it all month. As soon as it's December, fuck it, Merry Christmas. Lady at the post office today said Merry Christmas to me, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right, it is.
None of these happy
Double down.
holidays BS.
I think she probably gave both, but like,
She could tell.
Listen, we live in a what now? That is stereotyping,
That's why
sir.
you got a Merry Christmas.
Sir. I mean, I feel like never mind. It's the beards. There's probably a lot of people who still get offended if you say Merry Christmas to them. They're like, oh, excuse me?
How
Yeah.
dare you?
I've never met those people. I don't know if they live in Canada or not, but they probably exist somewhere.
Yeah.
I've never seen it happen.
Drop the keep the Christ in Christmas line.
Yeah,
I keep seeing that on the
it's
billboards all around town.
Spanish
Yeah.
for more Christ.
spending
all right?
money on that?
Christmas.
The church?
Probably the Christians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
The people who feel like everyone is stealing their Christmas.
okay.
What if it's someone who's not Christian, like fueling the fire?
Yeah.
Just piss off the other people.
Nice.
I
Now
have
that is some tin hat conspiracy theory stuff going on there.
This is a little unrelated. This is actually related to something we were talking about before the podcast. Is there really such a thing as like as safe heroin?
No.
No, it always ends in being strong.
I
Listen,
mean,
I'm not. I know this sounds like I'm like I was thinking about maybe starting heroin, but no, right? It's not like if I was a millionaire and had it perfectly controlled, and a doctor was like, take exactly and only this much heroin ever, and you won't. And I'd be like, okay, fine, no problem. I'd just be like
No.
a good functioning heroin
I mean,
addict.
you would still become addicted.
Yeah, but it'd be like it would
But
be managed because I
it's
would be
just
regularly
exactly.
having.
heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like perfectly measured out. So if you're
very small amounts.
If
Like
you-
they were giving my nan fentanyl when she was in the hospital recently for pain and stuff. So a very little bit's fine.
Yeah, you always got to trust the people who
You can
are
still get
dosing you.
addicted.
Yeah.
But
It's
would
an
I?
opiate.
But would I? I don't really know what I'm asking. How do I go from millionaire heroin man to bum on the street turning tricks? Like what? Where
Where does it go wrong?
Where does it go wrong?
expensive.
Where does it
I
go
don't know.
wrong?
I think it's one of those things. Like you need to make sure you do your heroin in a regulated environment. You need to say, okay, from 3:00 p.m. until 7:00 p.m. That's my heroin time.
Like I'm gonna
then
put the credit cards away for that time. Also, like is that where it gets bad? Of like, I watched the Knife Channel while on heroin and spent $40,000. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
So
I wonder what
everything in
the
moderation.
one of
Just
them-
a little bit of
I
heroin.
wonder
one of
what
them
the
cut-
time period is for to not get addicted. Like where you wouldn't build up a
I think
tolerance. Like once a month.
at one point I looked it up, and it's something like 90% of people who try heroin get addicted off the first time.
Well, I know, but what if you didn't do it again for another 2 months?
oh yeah, maybe that'd be the other safe way.
Oh, so you do it
So
like
you're,
on
you're
the
not
first-
building a tolerance.
every
you're not getting addicted.
payday.
You just do a
Every
lot,
payday you do
but
some
once
heroin.
a
Yeah.
month instead of. Okay, we
Then
got a
you
lot of
come,
options.
come
here.
down for 2 weeks and then go again.
Now that weed is legal, I'm just trying to explore options and.
That's right.
Don't
I mean,
do
it's
drugs.
it's not fun to only do the legal drugs,
No,
right? You
no,
need to
that's
at least
right.
have one or two of the illegal ones in your
Yeah,
pool.
That's right. Now that weed is so blasé, I'm just I'm over it.
Throw the P tests.
Ugh.
Throw them off.
That's right.
So many drugs I don't even know.
How are they gonna tell?
Like that was my poppy seed bagel.
Not gonna be able
you
to.
know?
Yeah.
It had everything on it. Everything.
Yeah, it was an everything bagel.
How's your guys' holidays been?
Good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the hangover?
Jesus, the hangover is fixed. I went to a bachelor party on Friday night, so 2 nights ago. Real talk. And it was rough. It was real rough. We went go-karting, and those go-karts, I don't know if you guys have ever been to the go-karts, the fast ones.
Bryce has.
Sweeters? Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not.
But the wheel is extremely hard to turn.
No
there's
power.
There's
no
a
power
lot
steering.
there's a lot of force you need to exert in order to turn the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone who gets tons of physical activity,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
and who has a bad back to begin with,
Oh, no.
like my shoulders after the next day getting up were just killing me
From turning the
from
wheel.
turning the steering wheel.
Getting old.
Jeez.
Getting
My
old.
hands too, like my hands, like my fingers and the joints in my fingers were extremely stiff
yeah.
from gripping it.
Like controller claw almost. but
Yeah.
From a steering wheel.
How many runs do you do?
You get 14 laps.
Holy shit.
Each lap is, I mean, my best lap was about 24 seconds. The top lap of the month was like just under 21 seconds or just over 21
wow.
seconds kind of thing.
Nice.
So the first time we went for two times. I don't know how, like we
2 laps?
did 2
Or-
sets of 14 laps.
Holy shit.
And after the first one, my best time was like 27 seconds. And I'm like, okay, well,
Room for improvement.
room for improvement. Exactly. So I finished last in our group the first time, and I finished third last in our group the second time. So
No.
Must take a good
got
chunk
better.
of time because you said you go by yourself, and if there's like 10 or 15 of you, isn't there a lot of downtime?
well, it was yeah, we had to register because you show up and they say, are you here just as a pop-in or are you here with a group kind of thing? So we were there with a group. We booked our times, and yeah, the first time it took us about probably half an hour after we showed up to get in on the track the first time. We had to watch an extremely stupid video about safety. And yeah. And,
What is stupid about safety? But interjection,
well,
sir.
it's not that safety is stupid. It's that the people we were with weren't necessarily paying attention to anything that was going on in the video. So at one point where they show you these cards. So as someone who is going like the back of the pack kind of thing, I would have people pass me. So they would show me the cards. They're like, let pass was on one side, and then the other side said move left. Or it would say let pass move right, depending
Okay.
on what
Yeah.
side of the track the pit guy wanted you to move to let the person behind you pass.
Yeah.
So he shows me the sign, let pass, move left. So I'm like, okay, I'll move left. and Ian was directly behind me and decided to say, "Oh, that says move left.
I gotta move left.
Oh my god.
And then just crashed into me. Like,
Great.
Like big time crashed into me.
Great. Was there any other nonsense? I was gonna ask. Was there any crashes? Or any fucking around?
There wasn't any big crashes. We noticed the group that was right before we went to go. There was one person on their group who his fastest time was 129 seconds.
Oh my god.
Wow. Was he what? Was he going backwards? Like, I'm doing a
No,
blindfolded
he was,
lap.
I don't know if I don't know what the reasoning was, but it looked like he was trying to go as slow as was possible.
Was he too fat, Kevin? Is that what we're dancing around? Was he a big
I don't
fat
think
guy
so.
in a little tiny
He wasn't a
go-kart?
big fat guy. He was
that would have been fun.
average sized guy, I think. But yeah, it was hilarious because it was like I only got 13 laps both times because as soon as the first person gets the 14 laps, that's when they show the checkered flag and say everyone's finished kind of thing. So I got 13 laps both times I did it. This guy probably got 3 if he was lucky.
I was gonna say he probably got more go-kart time out of it, but if he gets cut off,
No, he gets cut off as soon
plan
as the
is
first
ruined.
one
Maybe he
finishes.
was the first person. He's like, oh shit, I'm about to finish.
Get a couple extra laps.
Fire it into
But yeah,
slow motion.
so you're on the course for about 7 or 8 minutes average kind of thing.
Cool.
Actually, probably less than that. Probably about 5 minutes because 20 to 30 seconds per lap and then 14 laps. So if you're
goes
fast, you're done in 3.5 minutes. If you're average speed, maybe a little longer. But there was another group there who was actually the ones who were at the top of the leaderboard.
Wow.
One of the guys was on like the K97 trophy that they had in the case of.
Did you challenge him for his trophy?
No.
Sir!
There's two sets of speeds that the carts go at. There's amateur speed, which is what we were on, and there's pro speed is what they were on. You need 80 hours on the course before they'll let you play pro speed.
Wow.
So
It's a lot of money you got to spend there.
Each run
Jesus.
is about, for those guys, was definitely like 3.5 minutes. Like they were hitting 21 seconds average between the 4 of them. And watching people who are good do things like that, it's like they're going into the turns and they're less than an inch away from each other, both just going full speed and like not panicking. Like, I know I'm not going to hit this guy knows he's not going to hit me. So yeah, they're like less than an inch away from each other on some of those turns and just doing it no problem.
It's like when you play Forza, like Horizon, more so than the motorsport ones. But it's like when you play like any racing game by yourself and you jump into online, and it's like it's not an arcade racer, it's a sim racer.
Yeah.
People take it very seriously, and like the first time you tap somebody, because listen, when I'm racing, I'm there to just fuck people up. As soon as you tap someone, and specifically in Forza, they're like, "Oh, hey, get this guy. This guy's not racing. He's not racing well. Just get him out. We got to kick this guy." Like,
Everybody vote kick, he tapped me.
immediately ejected me from the session.
It's not Mario Kart. Can't fuck you up.
That's how I want to race, all right?
Yeah.
If I'm the only car physically able to still make it across the finish line, I still win. It doesn't matter how long it took.
But yeah, like 80 hours, and I don't remember how much it was because we all paid for the groom because we went for a bachelor party. So it cost everybody $40. There was 7 of us who paid. So
Per thing or
whatever
for the whole?
for the set of 2.
Well, it's not.
So it was probably
okay.
about $16-17 per track.
I'm sure if you agree to sign up for 80 hours, they maybe give you
Yeah,
a bulk
like
rate.
you can buy probably something like that. But yeah, these guys all came with their own helmets. Like
shit.
Oh, gotta. You're pro. 80 hours?
What are they like? Full on motorbike helmets or like
they
bicycle
they were
helmet?
all because they had to be full face.
Yeah.
But the ones that they had at the place here all had like the drop down visors, like the ones that lift up and then close over the face piece. But these guys all had like the helmets with the open face and then custom goggles so that they don't fog up as well or as much.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think you want to fog up as well.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, it's the same reason you brought your own paintball mask, because paintball ones fog
Yeah,
up like
all
a
that stuff.
Yeah, exactly,
motherfucker.
Even the guns.
So now that you've been out in real go-karts in a real race setting, what do you think would be the optimal? If you can bring one, like, has to be real, you have to be able to make it yourself, I guess, or get it, like a Mario Kart
Oh,
Like, are you bringing a banana peel?
something
Are you thinking
to
like
fuck people up.
maybe you could do the electric shock? You know, you could have like a battery on your car, and as you drive by, you just fucking reach out and I don't know, electrocute someone.
I think like even just like the old school like monkey wrench. Just have like a wrench that you throw into their engine. I would
electric
think
powered?
that would probably fuck something up. Well, I mean, yeah, they were electric, but
Oh yeah, you just throw it at the battery.
If anything,
or hit like the drivetrain or something like that. Get something stuck in there.
Like oil slick. Did anybody spin out? One of my favorite videos on the internet is a kid stuck in like a centripetal go-kart spin.
Nothing that bad. One of the other groups who was there had like a 3-cart pile up, and there had to be like a caution flag for like a solid 3 minutes while they sorted everything out.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, they told you during the video, don't drift, because drifting, while it looks cool, it slows you down, and we're here for the best lap times, people.
Excuse me, sir. I've seen Tokyo Drift. I know that is a lie. It speeds
You get a speed
up.
boost after.
Yeah. Everyone knows if you let off just at the right time, you speed up.
Yeah, that's when you hit the boost.
We're not
And,
babies here. You don't need to give us the bullshit spiel.
yeah, because you drift around the corner and pull out, get your orange smoke going.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
Yeah, and you gotta like
Power
they
through the
really love
straightaway.
it too because like you gotta go like left, right, left, right, left, right. You gotta like just crank your wheels left, right, left, just really grind them down.
but yeah, so we were there, and then we went to one of the blues bars in Edmonton here.
The only blues bar.
Yeah, the only. Well,
There's
there
a
might be more than
couple,
one.
and like
The only good blues bar.
I've been to that bar many times and have never heard what I would call blues being played there.
Really?
It's always live music.
Every
but
time I go,
never...
it's blues.
Yeah, I mean, blues is a very broad
yeah,
category.
sure. I've heard some bona fide country music in that bar before.
Country is a version of blues.
Yeah, I suppose we're all blue because we have to listen to this country music. But
Yep. It's a worse version of blues.
Yeah.
got up to some drinking, did you?
Oh yeah. It was pretty good. I was pacing myself for a while because I drove to. We went to dinner and then went to the go-kart, so I drove for that, and then dropped my car off at home and Ubered to the bar, which was $9 away from my house, so that's
Dope.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then started drinking some beers.
As you do.
Met up with the groom. Turns out they were there before us and sitting at a table that was reserved for us in a different side of the bar that we just didn't notice.
Oh, good.
So me and the two guys that I went with were all just in one of the back tables like, are you guys here? Like, we're drinking and can't find any of you. Did you guys get arrested or what's going on here? And then they text us back like, yeah, we're here. Are you here? Are you in the wrong bar? So we finally met up. I bought the groom a Jaeger bomb and myself one, so we drank those. And then as soon as the shots
bachelor
came,
party
as
drink.
soon as we got those shots, that's when the bar decided to comp our entire table another round of Jaegers.
They
So
saw
it's
you
like-
guys have coming a mile away.
So I had ordered a beer, which I had started drinking, and then I did the Jaeger bomb immediately after that, and then the round of Jaegers came, and I'm like, oh, shit.
A Jaeger bomb is Jaeger in energy drink, right?
Yeah.
Red Bull?
Yeah. Sure.
I mean,
Well, I think
Whatever they
usually use Red
have.
Bull.
if
whatever
you're
they have
getting
on
the high quality
Ooh,
Jaeger
yeah.
bombs.
Oh man, if it was like if it's like a fruit flavored energy drink, you need that like medicine taste to cut the Jaeger.
Jaeger.
So yeah, in like the first 10 minutes of being at the bar, I was on my second beer with 2 shots in me already, and then that just set the pace for the night.
Great. I was supposed to be at this bachelor party, but I was sick all week.
Yeah, that sucks.
All fucking week.
Yeah, it was a good time. I got home. We closed her down, so I got home sometime after 2:00, and woke up 4 hours later, hungover and exploding in my shoulders because of go-karting.
I thought you were exploding somewhere else.
Yeah,
Oh.
so did I. Exploding.
No,
Big pause in my shoulders. You know that popular the thing people always
yeah.
say. I was exploding in my shoulders the next day.
It's a saying.
Yeah, after
I've
a
heard
night
it.
of heavy
I've
drinking.
heard that. I've heard that lots.
Yeah, and then last night we went to a Christmas housewarming party at another one of our friends' house. And yeah, that was good times. I didn't drink because was
Christmas
not in the
is a
cards.
sacred holiday, and
Yeah,
you
that's
respect
right,
the
respecting
religious
holiday,
nature of
that's
it.
right, yeah. So yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. Did you play any video games? Videos or games?
I have been bashing my face on Red Dead.
You have to almost be done.
I-
When we
I-
were here last week,
I know.
you were almost done.
I've been crit pathing a lot of the story missions. Like I think I did probably 10 story missions today.
Damn.
And
Chapter 6 has a lot of them.
I've got to I gotta think I gotta be close.
You're still
Everything-
in chapter 6.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Everything seems like it's coming to a head. Have you finished it already?
No.
How's it going?
Really?
As soon as Smash came out, I've just been smashing
Oh,
hard.
it's so good.
And I can't. If I'm sitting there choosing what to play, it's Smash.
You should finish it and then listen to our spoiler cast.
You already did one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you are you chapter 6 as well, or
No, I'm chapter 4.
Oh,
you got
geez.
a ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give up on that completionist bullshit. It'll break. This is the game
Well,
that will break you.
I will. Like
You're
when
gonna
I go
have
back
to.
to play it, I'm just gonna play story. But
It's long. You still probably have another like 20 hours,
Yeah.
maybe. But it's good. I like it a lot. You should finish it before Game of the Year. It's gonna be a big one at Game of the Year,
okay.
for better or worse.
But it's not God of War. It's not
It's
going
not
to
God
win.
of War. I don't think it should win. We still got to talk about it.
it's not gonna win. Nobody.
It could win one of the 12 categories.
Yep. 12 now. Oh, jeez.
Best
It
game
could win
named
one of
Red
the
Dead.
17 categories.
Oh, just keeps going up. Damn it, Brandon.
Every time you question it, there's more categories.
29 categories. Proud to announce.
No, I from moment one of the characters in that game has pissed me off, and then
Is the man with the mustache just like yours?
Hmm?
Is the man with the mustache just like yours?
no,
Oh,
no,
Isn't that the main character?
no.
no, it's
No,
Outside of Arthur?
Micah, yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
Micah has Kev's. Kev.
yeah, I had it first,
Kev,
right?
Kev, yeah. I was trying to which way to phrase it. Micah has Kev's mustache. Micah's also just the born shitheel.
Yep.
He's so good.
But yeah, playing this game kind of makes me want to figure out what happened in Red Dead 1, because wrapping my head around like the few things I've heard about how Red Dead 1 story works,
Yeah.
comparing it to this game, I'm like, I have no idea how they get there from this game.
Do you
sure
know? Do
there's-
you want to know? What do you want to know about the Red Dead 1 story?
So in Red Dead 1,
Mhm.
you're playing as John,
Yep.
which I know.
Yep.
He was a member of the Vanderlyn gang.
True.
That's the one you're in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sons of Dutch, we call ourselves.
Ooh,
Hello.
he's is that really what
Yeah.
has that been canon
Yeah.
at any point during this game?
Yeah.
That's this is just more Red Dead shit, and I know we talk about this a lot, but I don't know if it's me not picking up on like subtle hints that they're dropping throughout the course of the game, but it wasn't until chapter 5 that I figured out that the Pinkertons were the police.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
just
that just-
more.
You thought it was just another gang?
Yeah, I thought they were a gang.
they kind of are is sort of the irony of it. But that's more of just like I didn't know what the Pinkertons were until BioShock Infinite, when Booker DeWitt is a Pinkerton and goes into that thing opens in a detective, like a private eye agency. But like you just sort of, it's just like, I don't know. It'd be like, it's just a term that I think is implied. People, it'd be like if we just start, if we're like, we went to and fought the Nazis at Normandy.
yeah,
Like you just sort of know.
maybe. I don't know. It seems like once I figured that out, it like just put a whole new spin on the story. Like I thought this was something that it's not. Like
No, yeah, these the law.
Yeah.
Lawman. But they are kind of just another gang.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And
just-
then the other thing that I shouldn't talk about because it apparently is a big deal, but I didn't see that coming either.
Oh yeah, don't worry. They'll loop back around. You'll
Yeah.
see the moment when that happened. You're like, oh yeah, yeah. That's a good. It's good. What about Red Dead 1 though? What do you?
Oh, I was trying to figure out if fucking Arthur
Mhm.
is one of the people who John goes after in Red Dead 1. And if he is, I'm trying to figure out how that happens with the way the story in Red Dead 2 goes.
He's not. He's
Okay.
Not. You had never heard of Arthur until Red Dead 2 was announced.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense to
Yeah.
me.
Because then
Just Dutch? I think Dutch is the only person in Red Dead 1?
no, Dutch, Bill, Javier
Okay.
are the three you're sent after. Other characters kind of trickle in and out.
Hmm.
Uncle.
Have you played Red Dead 1 recently?
Yeah, just before 2 came out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh,
It's
Fucking
bad.
It's a fucking really bad video game.
I can't stand Dutch from chapter 1, minute 1.
Isn't that? It's so
It's
good,
like I don't
though.
understand how
No,
this guy of all guys can get a gang together like this.
it's so tremendous.
Can't you just murder him?
No,
wish.
No, he's
No?
got to live to the next game because John's got to go get him in Red Dead Redemption.
There was one story where I was doing a story mission, and I don't remember where we were riding our horses to, but I'm just like, okay, well, what happens if I just pull out my gun right now and shoot Dutch in the
Time
back of the head?
paradox. That's the good ending. It's like, hey, actually, you guys all went your separate ways, and everybody turned out okay.
Could be like, was it Far Cry 5 where you just sit at the table? You
4.
You finish the game in
Yeah.
the first 10 minutes?
There was
Yeah,
one that
just
was in
wait
3,
here.
too.
Kill
15 minutes
Dutch.
later.
I can't remember what it was in 3, but there's something similar in 3 as well, like that. Yeah, Red Dead is a video game. Man. It's a good thing we did that spoiler cast. It's out of my system now.
That's good.
I sort of don't ever want to hear about it again.
I
just logged in for the online today to get my gold bars.
Oh, damn.
I honestly don't know. Like, I hope the epilogue isn't important because if the story wraps up after chapter 6 and I don't have to play the epilogue, I'm not playing the epilogue.
What if it's like a little side story?
I don't care.
Sounds like a little more than what
As
if.
someone who didn't play the first Red Dead, you probably super don't care because it's setting up the Red Dead.
Oh god,
It's
yeah.
like completely setting that game up.
Oh, I didn't know it took place before the first one? Timeline-wise?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. This Dutch dies in Red Dead.
Whoa.
Dutch says you can't fight gravity, John, and backs off a cliff.
I literally did that mission today.
It's so good. Only he doesn't survive that second one. That we can't talk about Red Dead anymore. We have a spoiler cast up though. Go listen to it, and we'll revisit this game. I'm sure at Game of the Year. Anything else?
I mean, there's a new legendary character in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, tell me more.
C3PO?
Is it Chewbacca?
C3PO, yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
red hand
no
or gold
way.
hand?
Gold hand,
Ooh.
but silver half calf. Like from knee down on
Oh,
one leg
shit.
is silver.
Lost
Yeah.
his leg.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is canon-wise taking place during when the Ewoks like capture C3PO. And that's the one where you see him holding his leg and he's hopping
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Except he lost it.
Yeah.
Did I hear a thing that no one ever actually calls them Ewoks? That's just like a
the first time they say it is in the Christmas special, which came out after episode 6.
So it's kind of like it's just a slur, really, that we man came up with. I wonder what they prefer to be. I wonder what they call themselves.
Yeah, it's tough to know. I mean,
Boy, we're terrible.
maybe C3PO asked him.
Oh, so almost certainly.
Yeah,
Yeah. I bet.
Like, hey,
I
what do you
bet-
call yourselves?
I bet he
oh,
knows.
Ewoks. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's probably something totally. It's probably like, don't. What the fuck did that robot just say? Ewok to me? Like it's. You probably
This
can.
is the one time
Probably can.
for the 6 million languages that C3PO speaks. This is the one time he mistranslated something.
Yeah. Boy, I don't even remember what we were talking about. You playing other video games? That's it. Anything in Galaxy of Heroes you wanna?
I got C3PO,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
fun.
Fun, yeah.
Just ticking away. Your guild's still number 1 on the shard. Am
No,
I using
no.
these words properly?
No, we were. I think we were 19 is where we peaked,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we've kind of trailed off since then and become more casual, which is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His old 2 Phones Anonymous still doing his still gunslinging left and right.
Yeah,
He was yesterday,
He was
wasn't he?
gunslinging at his housewarming party
Yeah.
yesterday.
Good. Housewarming / Christmas gathering
Slash
He's got,
2 phones playing 2 different versions of the same game.
He's got a rental property now. He can probably afford a third phone. Ooh, play a third copy. People are into what they're into, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I think he has 2 Androids, so he should get an iPhone.
I thought he had one iPhone.
Does he?
I think
it was
does.
1 and
I
1.
think he,
Yeah,
yeah, I
pretty
think
sure
he
it's made
is.
as an iPhone.
Oh, okay. So he already gets both offers because Android and iOS sometimes have different offers for the game. Like there was one part where iOS got one character for free and Android got a separate character for free.
Ooh, can you like trade? Could you get both
No.
on one account?
You could not get both on.
Oh,
well,
shit, so
not
who-
for free. You get it normally.
Oh,
for
I see.
Playing
I
the
gotcha.
game,
Yeah,
but
you
yeah.
can- Always spend your way to
Oh yeah, absolutely.
good.
Could you log on a different device on the same account
Uh,
together for free?
you can contact support and migrate your account from one platform to another, but it's like a one-way thing. If they see you doing it more than once, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Because anytime when I had an iPhone, there was stuff like that. Like Hearthstone did it. I downloaded BlueStacks, and then essentially did it on Android.
It's an Android emulator.
Yeah,
for PC.
and then all the bonuses for Android, because it was like you get a free card back or a card pack.
Is that allowed? Like you
Yeah.
tied your BattleNet account to it and everything. It was all
Well, it's
on the up
your
and up?
BattleNet account isn't linked to like your hardware, your phone, computer, anything. You just log on whatever device.
Couldn't you like cheat though? It would seem with BlueStacks, maybe
Yeah.
you could do some unscrupulous.
I don't know,
can.
because it's all server side.
Yeah, because like I remember playing Pokemon Go like that, and because you could like spoof the GPS, so it's like, oh, I'm in LA getting Pikachu.
We
or
did that
whatever.
for the Warlock hero, because there was a fireside gathering thing.
Yeah.
Which is you have to be physically in that location and on their Wi-Fi.
And who wants to go see
Exactly,
people to play
right?
Hearthstone?
So
Not
there
going
was
to the
like
library.
no,
there
fuck
was
that.
Reddit threads of people like, oh yeah, these coordinates, I have a fireside gathering, go, and
That's
you'd see
weird.
there's like 3,000 people at this fireside gathering.
And you weren't at all. Because I remember the Pokemon Go thing. They'd be like, "Yo, don't use your normal account. You might get banned. This
Yep.
is illegal. The cops are gonna come. And you're not worried about that at all.
No,
What if-
I don't know. That was
what-
the only time I did it
What if
regarding Hearthstone.
What if John
Cosmetic
Blizzard
seems fine.
bans your not only? What if he just bans your Blizzard account? It's tied to so much.
I don't know. I guess they didn't really care because it wasn't paid anyways. Like they weren't making money off of that. It was
Yeah.
you get it or you don't.
Mm.
There's a
not
promo to
losing
bring
money.
people together, but we didn't want to get together.
No one wants. No one wants to get together.
No.
Yeah, should get way into cheating. The Magic just announced a $10 million. I think year of competitive.
Like Arena?
Yeah,
No, half and half.
half arena, half live game,
Yeah.
Well,
and none for
They-
MTGO.
MTGO is dead.
Fuck MTGO.
it's funny because the market of MTGO is crashing so much, but all the sites like Star City Games and everything who's selling singles, they're like jacking their prices up for some reason.
Isn't
What?
MTGO is for real crashing in the wake of Arena?
They're definitely losing players, and the marketplace is crumbling.
Okay, like that they took the trader bots down for a while because the prices were just
Yeah.
fluctuating so much.
That's really interesting. I remember folks on this very podcast being bound and bent that Magic Arena would not touch the sanctity of Magic on. They're two separate things. One
Well,
is
they
there for
are-
different people.
They are definitely for different people. They're both going to be running concurrently. Like, there's no plans of taking Magic Online down. But the secondary market, which, I mean, Wizards doesn't care about the secondary market, only the players do.
Yeah.
And that's what's fluctuating so much. But I mean, even paper Magic right now is going through a very weird time where prices can fluctuate plus or minus 40% on eBay over the course of 2 hours.
Wow.
So if you feel like doing a bunch of investment speculation, buy yourself some physical Magic cards.
It's $5, sit on it.
Sell now. Always sell now. Prices are going down. I'm looking at a list of Magic the Gathering. So for the folks at home, because this gets really confusing. Magic the Gathering Online, MTGO, is a completely separate. It's made by Wizards of the Coast. It seems like it's honestly like coded by a dog.
Yeah.
And then Magic Arena is the free-to-play, will probably come to phone apps, the Hearthstone of Magic. And I see a graph
Very
here.
pretty.
It's very pretty, and it's very like nice UI and plays well and is snappy. Everything that Magic Online is not and has never been. So this is from September 2016 to October 2018. It is just kind of a steady decline from about, it looks like 30,000 daily logins down to just under 15,000, so about half in the
wow.
last 2 years.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and Arena was not out for all that 2 years. Arena just came out a few months ago.
Yeah,
month
the
ago.
open beta.
Yeah.
I'd say a month.
So
I don't know
that's
if
very interesting.
I should check to see if this is on the news stories, but since we're talking about this right now, apparently Artifact has lost like 80% of its daily players already.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that thing launched fucked. That thing launched like bare bones. None of the features you would expect.
Yeah.
You got to
Really?
buy into it. That game is. It's either gonna be free or it's not going to exist in a year. Like,
Yeah.
it has to be one. Something's got to give
Yeah, for sure.
because it just launched like the last week of November. And already their players are down 80%. It's like something like most people log in for on average 9 hours the very first time they ever get it, and like, which kind of makes sense. You want to see all the decks and be like, oh, that's cool. Let's okay, see what that does.
Yeah, do a couple drafts.
Yeah, exactly. And then they never pick it up again. There's like zero incentive to play because you're not unlocking anything. You're not leveling up an account. There's no like meta progress towards
Each
anything.
game seems like a slog. Just oh shit.
Each game is like 40 to 40 minutes. It looks like, and it seems like a cool game, which I wish I could afford to check out.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to drop $20 on that.
And that's exactly it. Like, even if they were to change it from like pay $20, you get the game, and there's in-game ways to expand your collection without paying more.
Yeah, totally.
Like a buy one time and you don't start with everything, but you can get everything over time. Like, that would be even more acceptable.
Or just a way to like, just let me play the game. Let me see what the game is, because it looks crazy if you just watch the Steam store. Like, what is this game gameplay demo? It is fucking insane. It's like 5 different games in one game, and they're switching screens, and like, just let me get in there and play. And because it looks super fun, but I'm not willing to like, from a glance, it'd be like $20. I don't know. I don't think so.
It was funny before D&D one time. Bryce and I were watching a stream of like the launch event for Artifact, and the commentators kept asking like, "So, can we watch this game and explain it as if we were a new player?" So that the new players can understand what's going on.
Threw their heads back.
Because it was two like the standard announcers, and then there was like the person who was just in for this one game kind of thing doing an announcing.
Yeah,
and that was the one who said, let's do this one for the new players. And the other 2 announcers were like, you kind of can't really do that with Artifact. You just kind of have to know what's going on.
Great. Yeah. Which is a hard sell.
Yeah,
I super want to play it, and I bet we'll get the chance. We just gotta wait. Just patience.
Oh, yeah.
Patience.
Oh yeah, it'll be free.
I think so.
Free weekends are a thing, so if not that soon.
Yeah. Totally.
But I mean, how do they do a free weekend if you have no cards?
Well,
in your
they would
collection?
give you temporary packs or cards.
And there's phantom drafts you can do.
What is a phantom draft?
You don't get to keep the cards.
You
don't get to keep
cheaper
the cards?
to go into the draft, but you don't get to keep the cards.
That's lame. It still costs tickets. It still costs money.
You get currency.
It's the only version of draft in that game that you can go infinite on, because it costs you 2 event tickets to join. If you go 3-0, you get 2 event tickets.
Oh,
back.
okay, all right. You can always make more than you put in.
No, you make equal to what you put in, but you don't get any product. So if you really love the
bad
game,
deal.
That's terrible.
it's a terrible. It's absolutely a terrible deal. But that's the only way to go infinite in that game, and you get nothing out of it. You just get to keep playing.
Yeah, that isn't even like going infinite in the sense that like we are gonna make money over time. That's like we have the potential to not go negative. Really, is what it's like.
If we play perfectly for our entire Artifact
literally
career,
forever,
we will not lose.
What a bummer, man. That's so different because like Magic the Gathering uses MTGO online uses a ticket system just like Artifact. MTGO and Artifact seem very, very similar in like marketplace. And can you sell cards in Artifact individually? I know they were talking it was all going to be on there.
Yeah, you can.
It is out now.
I don't know if it's out. I know that is the long-term goal.
Yeah, so do I.
I would be shocked if it wasn't out already.
But they seem very, very similar, except Magic has this huge wealth of product to give you as prizes and let you use to keep playing, and Artifact has quite literally nothing.
And
0.
I mean, Magic has the benefit of having the brand name. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
course.
sure, everybody knows what Dota is, but not every.
I bet more people know what League of Legends is.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhat ironically than know what its predecessor Dota is.
Yeah, but I mean, people who know what Dota is don't give a fuck about Artifact. It's entirely 2 different genres, right? It's like if Wizards of the Coast were to release a MOBA based on Magic characters and all the players you were planeswalkers.
You shouldn't have said that.
That would probably be terrible.
It's gonna happen now.
Fuck,
we should probably just make it.
Yeah, we should probably just get in touch.
It doesn't have to be that good. Even people play it because it's called Magic. Yo, you can be. Check this out. You can be Jace.
I'm in.
Yes, I knew it.
I don't care about the rest. I'm in.
You want $20? Shiny Jace.
Ooh,
hold on. Think about it. Think about it like this.
Does it give me in-game bonuses?
You have
it's shiny. You
Okay.
can see it.
you have your 3 lanes.
Okay. In
and
Artifact.
you have in our new Magic
Oh.
MOBA or
Oh yeah. Okay.
You have your 3 lanes.
It's a Magic online battle arena. It's just called MOBA.
Shit, this is fucking marketing itself. And the top lane
Okay.
is designed like plains. The middle lane is designed like a swamp.
Yeah.
Bottom lane is designed like a forest.
River.
And then
Whoa.
the 2 forest sections on each side, like the 2 jungle areas, one's designed like mountains, one's designed like an island.
Damn.
Money.
Done.
Money.
Market. That's it. I don't need to hear any more. We'll figure the rest out.
Yep.
Start getting the commercials made. Podcast at talkingbucks.com for business inquiries.
There's some card values
Oh,
that is
okay.
sorted by
Okay.
highest to lowest.
Okay, I'm looking at
Artifact?
Yeah.
highest value. So the most expensive card is at the top.
Yeah.
This is it's $11.42. It's Axe, the person, I believe, not the item. That's not bad. The most expensive. I mean, it just launched,
And I mean,
right?
that's actually not too bad because
330 card decks.
And there are 1,100.
well, no,
of them on the
if it's a
marketplace.
character, you only need 1.
Oh, yeah. that's
starting
all right.
it. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Starting. So I bet if you click into this, I bet we could even get it cheaper because the marketplace is like
Yeah, somebody is selling it for that
Yeah,
price,
yeah.
right?
Would that be the highest or lowest? I feel like that would be the lowest.
Lowest is 1142.
Because they're not going to put like, oh, it's $1,000.
1,100 people have one for sale for $11 right now. See, this kind of stuff is if it was a good game and like Magic had the reason. I really love the idea of cards having value and like opening a pack and getting something super rare and valuable is a great feeling. But
But nothing online can have value.
yeah, well, like they like in this and Magic Online, they sort of do, right? You can open a $50 card in Magic Online or whatever, and go and turn it into $50 real dollars. But like they just need a game. I don't. Sucks.
Half-Life 3.
It seems fun. Half-Life 3. They should. That's the next game.
Yep.
That's the sequel. That's the expansion we'll release to MOBA.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No dash. No hyphen in Half-Life. Just half space life.
Half-Life?
Half-Life?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. One
Half-Life?
word. Lowercase half. Uppercase life. Half-Life. Did you play anything else, Kevin? I don't even know. Is Red Dead? That's probably you, eh?
Yeah, that's
In a nutshell.
That's it. That's it for me.
Bryce, what have you been up to?
Smash.
Smash. I brought Smash.
Oh.
He's fucking.
I was going to bring my controller.
right now. Did
but-
you?
Well, no, because you
Coward.
didn't say what you were doing.
Coward.
You're like,
I said I'm
just...
bringing my controller in case we need to settle it.
Yeah, and I
said.
didn't know. I'm like, did he bring
Like,
a
if
Switch?
you're just
or,
bringing
like,
your
what?
controller, I don't want to bring my Switch.
It's so easy. It's so portable.
Oh.
We're living the use case. I did bring it, yeah. Well, you could each use one Joy-Con.
Fuck
Oh,
that.
no.
Play with a
even
Joy-Con.
play footing. Everyone's
pretty
on one
bad.
Joy-Con.
I'm pretty bad as it is. Yeah, I brought my Switch. We could sell it in Smash. Smash is a lot of Nintendo game.
It's dope.
It is a like lovingly, very bespoke homage to Nintendo over the last like 35 years. It's
Yep.
insane. Some of the pulls in those spirits are ridiculous.
How far are you in World of Life?
Oh boy, I don't know. 200 spaces, 150 spaces cleared of
Okay.
680 million
Are
or
you
whatever.
trying to clear it all? Or
Yeah,
okay.
we'll probably eventually clear it all.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't broken the shield yet around
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Galley.
Galeen?
Galeen.
Galeen?
Galeem, whatever.
So have you beaten? Spoilers, boss.
The boss,
The boss.
Yeah, boss.
the spirit, the boss. I've seen her, but
Okay.
she
Oh,
whooped my
okay.
ass.
Yeah, she's tough.
Zero Suit Samus, white Zero Suit Samus, even looks like her. It's very cool.
Yeah.
That single player stuff is like.
Did a good job.
Yeah, it's so hard to like even describe, but like seeing how they have to get creative to evoke their spirits with the tools that they have of like the chorus kids from WarioWare. You fight 3 Jigglypuffs because there are 3 chorus kids and they're always
Yeah.
using Sing. It's like you're fighting
Yeah,
these
down
singing
special.
kids. I really like that stuff.
The Geno fight was sweet.
I don't know if I've done that one yet either.
They had a white Kirby, Peach, Mario, Bowser. I think that's it. Oh, and Zero Suit Samus has, or Sheik as Geno from Super Mario RPG. No, he didn't play
Never
Super.
played
Oh,
that?
it's so good.
Super
Oh, I did
Oh.
years and years ago.
And everyone's always so hyped.
An
at
infinite
Geno, get
amount
him
of
in
years
Smash.
ago. No, I
But
don't.
no,
No,
it's-
don't put Geno in Smash.
Put
you
Geno in
cowards.
Smash. It's great.
Nah.
He would just...
He'd be a
He
Samus
looked like
Echo.
Ness.
Yeah.
Samus Echo, yeah.
Yeah.
We already have Dark Samus. I unlocked Dark Samus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which
What is that?
some of the echoes. So that the roster's however many characters, 60 or 70 characters. Like a good bunch of them, like 10 plus, have to be echoes, which are just identical characters with different They should just Dark Samus should just be a color swap.
Yeah.
I think she is identical. I think she has one difference.
Yeah,
her
it's
lasso.
slightly different. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure the numbers are slightly tweaked,
Well,
but
it's- yeah,
it's
like Martha and Lucina identical, but Martha does more damage on the tip of his sword, and Lucina does damage equally along the blade. It's like
I think half the roster is Echoes.
I don't think
Probably at least
I don't
half.
think quite half, but it's pretty close
feels
because
like
they don't
it
even
is.
call all them Echoes, right?
Yeah.
It's like Fox, Wolf, and Falco. Pretty similar. Not Echoes.
Which are-
Not
They're
totally.
not Echoes? What?
No, totally not. They've got like way different shields.
I guess.
No, they've never been Echoes. People who started not Echoes, not Echoes.
So Ness and Lucas, not Echoes?
Not Echoes.
No. Wow.
They're pretty different, apparently. One day I looked up, like, why aren't Ness and Lucas Echoes? And they're like, well, actually, we see here. But, yeah, there's, man, so much. Who's your favorite character? Why is it Simon?
It's not Simon.
Oh, what? Why is it
Actually,
not
no,
Simon?
Simon's pretty good.
Simon's dope.
He is dope.
Incineroar's
He's so much range.
Yeah,
Incineroar-
Incineroar's real fun. Ridley's real fun. I like all the new characters. Except Isabel. Isabel's a punk.
Fuck Isabel.
Isabel's
yeah.
a real fucking punk.
Mhm.
Just puts that fishing rod out there.
Just
Just
sits
stand,
there.
just
Just
stands,
sits
just
there,
just
yeah.
stands
Doesn't
there.
need to do anything.
Just fishing.
Eventually he'll get there.
Just fucking literally fishing, just hanging out. Just saying, Red Dead, I don't need fish. I don't got time for this, Isabel. All right? Tell me about Smash.
Martha's great still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's some-
Doing that.
Jigglypuff
Oh.
is the best.
Here's something about
Right.
Smash. That online is a hot mess.
I haven't
Hot
tried it yet.
mess.
Dope?
Even maybe don't. Even with the LAN adapter, I guess Polygon is reporting it is technically the worst one ever.
Wow.
Which is
Wii
pretty
U was
impressive
real
because
bad.
Wii U was very bad. So it is bad from both a network. Apparently, the netcode is just complete shit, and like it just plays like floaty garbage. And there's actually a really interesting article on Digital Foundry about how it just has built-in. It's like you're always playing with about 80 to 90 milliseconds of lag, just between button input. It's like 5 to 6 frames before the characters react. But everybody has that, so whatever.
Even play it.
Yeah.
You just get used to how
Yeah,
you just get
complain
used to the feeling of it.
Play around it. Anticipate more.
But I guess the netcode is like just so fucking bad, like it has always been in Smash. And also you can't. So if you heard anything about the like the marketing for the online in this game, you aren't. I'm not going and be like, I want to play one-on-one, no items, Final Destination. Like I want to play tournament style or whatever. You are either doing this like King of the Hill mode, or you're saying like match me based on my preferred settings, what I usually play. So if it's one-on-one, no items.
You might get that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but apparently it's never happening. And there's like all these anecdotal reports of 4 people all being like, we all want to play one-on-one, no items. Here are all 4 of us in a game with items. What the fuck is happening? And they even patched that. I saw. Also, their patch notes. Fucking what the
There's
fuck?
nothing
Made some improvements.
It's
What the
1.2
fuck?
now.
Made some improvements. It's like we changed some characters. Here's a list of 20 characters.
Yeah.
We made some changes.
Yeah.
Like what?
Tell me more.
Oh my god. What are they? It's so. How? I say this every time Nintendo puts out an online game. How? Still.
They don't care about the pro scene.
Especially
or
now that they want
hardcore.
money for that fucking online garbage.
Has there ever really been a pro scene for Smash? I
Oh,
mean,
totally.
I know that
Totally.
It's big.
hits Evo every once in a while, but it's not like an
It's
every
there
single-
every Evo, yeah.
year.
Is it?
Every year since
They
Melee.
Melee's always hung in there, and then the other ones are kind of
Yeah, it's-
people. Like a lot of the people who are really good at Melee will float. Like some played Brawl, some played 4.
Melee is the one you almost always see though.
Yeah,
I feel like
because it was the
Melee's
most
there every
technical,
single
I
year.
guess.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm not a pro player, but like it's got half jumps. Fuck, I hate half jumps.
Really?
You know how hard it is to do half jumps on
Short
the
hops?
actual buttons? Yeah, I have it
Oh.
on a joystick now, which is not how I play.
Well, it's not how it's the length of
It's
pressing the
terrible.
button, not
It's
how
terrible.
much.
It's totally.
Just tap it.
It's totally context.
Short hops are easy.
It's totally context sensitive, at least on the pro controller. There's like half
Oh,
press, full
fuck the
press,
pro controller.
which sucks. I'm using
I use the GameCube one.
so I'm using a joystick, which is a lot easier. But like, yeah, I'm short hopping for the first time in my Smash career.
Nice.
Feels good.
I'm not very good. I don't know.
It's tough. Are you playing on hard or normal for World of Light?
Do you choose?
You do
At the
choose
start.
beginning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Probably
Easy,
just
normal, hard.
normal. But I'm always like underselling a little bit of my points, so I get more rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, like I just fucking suck ass at Smash.
There's so much.
I just suck, yeah.
I've started cheesing every single.
There's too many.
No.
There's too many. Like there's so many characters, and they're all so different now that you have to. You sort of have to know each character because it's got to the point where like. You know, it just used to be, all right, everyone has basically the same attack. You press up B, you're going to go up and do an attack on the way.
Yeah.
You know, you press side A, you're going to do, with a little bit of range, an attack to that direction. Now it's like Like Villager Smash has 0 range, but he fucking just drops a cannon, so you can drop it off ledges, and like everybody is so different, and it's crazy. Some guys stick to walls, some guys don't stick to walls, some guys can jump off other people's heads, some attacks cancel other attacks, but there's like there are different like psi and aura and like 50 different
meteor attacks, meteor smashes.
Too much going on.
So how do you cheese these
giant
levels?
Yeah.
Giant
Giants.
Donkey Kong.
You have spirits you can augment yourself with other boons or sometimes banes, and one of them just makes you giant, and then you just keep one-shotting everything.
Yeah, you can set
As
up some
Donkey
pretty,
Kong,
some pretty
I've
fun,
been using Lucas.
fun combos.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cheese. That's built into the game.
I guess,
That's-
yeah. No,
It's not
I'm
really
just-
cheese
It's
at all.
working as
yeah.
intended.
You skip a lot of mechanics.
Yeah. Did you get Ashley? Did you get the Spirit Ashley? I think
Yes,
from Warrior.
that song is very
Yeah,
catchy.
that's real fun. Eh? I had to fight her a bunch, but didn't care
that
at
was
all.
hard. It was jamming out.
I finally beat Pauline
nice.
with the cheesiest strat in the world.
Giant.
She's
No,
tough, man.
you equip the staff, that long range laser shot thing.
Pew, pew.
So main spirit was plus attack, and then equip the staff, and then the other two were plus attack, and you start on the opposite side of the map, and it does more damage the further you are. So you literally
I see
jump
how
up
it
once,
is.
shoot, and KO's Peach.
Wow.
These are the
Did
kind
you
of
look
tips
that
I
up?
need. These are the
Yeah, I
kind
had
of-
to because
Oh.
I spent like an hour on it, and I fucking
On
hate that
normal
map.
even, come on.
Some of them are hard, man. Some
Oh,
of
yeah,
those
no.
fights are fucked.
Took me forever to beat Giga Bowser.
Oh, that was easy. I breezed past Giga Bowser. I
I had to use Peach. Just use B. Throw Toad in the way.
I can't get any of the legendary Pokemon. I keep finding like, oh, it's 15,000 Ho-Oh. I guess
Yeah.
I'll come back in a year or something. It's crazy. And there's an event going on right now for the Spectres of Spectred Spectacles, and there's so much going on in that game that it's what a bummer about the online, and like what a bummer about the patch notes. What
It
just,
seems consistent.
just tell us.
I've
What
watched
fuck?
the streamer Zero. I think he's a pro Smash player. If you host a battle arena, you make the settings, and then people join the lobby. So he was consistently playing 3 stock, no items with that.
Yeah, but then you have to have people. You have to be a streamer and be like, "Hey, everyone, join my lobby."
Well, I don't
Here's
know if
my
that's
thing.
based on friend codes.
Or
or if it's
I
public.
don't think it is. I think it is public.
I haven't
I'm not
touched the
too sure.
online, so
Neither have I. I don't think I'm going to. It's.
A couple patches, but not right now.
Yeah.
We'll see. As someone who any game, as soon as there's a little bit of lag, it's like, well, this
Yeah, it's
this isn't
frustrating.
fun
Takes it away.
anymore or fair. So fuck this.
Just host a tournament IRL.
IRL. That's
Bring
why I
the
brought
people.
my Switch. You been playing anything else, or any thoughts on Smash? Who is your favorite character? Do we get an answer? I sort of took over.
I'm still kind of working through the roster, especially with World of Light with only 30 unlocked.
Don't you like
only
back
usable
out?
one is kind of
Back out
mine.
every now and again. Unlock a bunch
We
of
have
new
all the
characters.
characters.
We unlocked them all like 2 days in.
Oh,
yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah, come on now.
just played a lot.
Who's your
Simon
favorite of
is
the new
great.
ones? You've been
Simon
playing?
is great at the new
Yeah,
ones.
he's fun.
I tried Incineroar. He's so slow.
Yeah, he's pretty slow.
I appreciate his moveset and
Yep.
just the showmanship.
Yep, he
involved.
taunt. He's a wrestler. He's a giant fire wrestling cat. So he taunts after every attack he lands, which is good stuff.
Nice.
It's great.
Yeah, man's gotta play the crowd. And he makes wrestling ropes.
Yep.
He fucking
Yeah,
Irish,
that was
Irish
that's a pretty
whip
cool
skills.
move.
His side V is an Irish whip.
So not going to be a tournament staple. Is this character?
Oh, I think he is the tournament staple. You heard it here first. That Incineroar is T1 S rank, baby.
Seems like taunting after every move and wasting
You
all
can
those
cancel out of it.
frames.
Yeah, you can cancel out that taunt if you want.
If you want.
If you want,
If
I
you
don't.
want.
I throw in extra taunts. Put the hands up, make the belt glow.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good.
Game of the year.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
I think if the online was flawless and there was literally no
maybe.
critiques to it,
If Tetris Effect could win by nature of being the best looking version of the best game ever made, Smash could probably also come roaring in on those being the best
top
version
5.
of Smash.
Yeah.
All the Smash.
The ultimate.
All right. Well, if it's going to be a game that I haven't played that wins,
It's a good chance.
it's
That'll
going
happen.
to be Smash.
All right.
I'm dying on the Smash hill.
We've made our detente here. You been playing anything else, Rice?
Nope, that's it for me.
What about you, Mr. Kalinsky?
smash.
That's
yeah,
it.
just smart. Hearthstone, Smash.
What's your shitty
Oh, Night of the Moon, I think.
Night of the Moon?
Full
Night of the
Moon.
Full
I don't
Full
know.
Night of the Moon?
It's Slay the Spire on your phone.
It's in a
Horribly
a
translated.
free knockoff. Is it
Not free on iOS, let me tell
Yeah,
you.
free on Android, sorry.
is it a knockoff? Are you comfortable saying that these people clearly played Play the Spire and we're like, wow, we could remake this and sell it
Oh,
cheap
yeah,
and
yeah.
easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they
maybe
made some
don't-
changes
maybe
to it.
don't play this then. Maybe go play the real Slay the Spire.
But you can't on your phone.
It's true, actually. That's a very
Well,
good
if you're not at
point.
home, because you can Steam Link. I
your
played
phone?
Slay the Spire on my phone.
I didn't know you could do that, actually.
Yeah.
I'd like
You
to
have
play
an Android?
Into the Breach or something.
Yeah. Steam Link it up and...
I don't have a Steam Link. Do you actually need a physical Steam Link, or do you?
No,
It's
the
an app on your
app.
phone.
Ah.
The free app.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what? Are you
What's-
controlling your desktop with your
Yeah,
phone?
and essentially it puts Steam into the... What's the full screen mode where...
Big picture.
Big picture. So it puts it into big picture, and then you just control it on your phone.
Weird.
Yeah.
So could I
Your finger
play?
is the mouse.
Could I play Subnautica?
Yeah,
From
on
my
your phone.
phone?
Yes.
I guess if you bring your keyboard with
You just-
you.
No, you can use a Bluetooth controller.
I was gonna say,
your
yeah. What
phone.
if I hook up a PS3 controller?
Yeah, you can make your screen essentially a monitor, and you're just
Oh.
streaming it to your phone.
Wow, the future we live in.
Yeah.
I played a little
Your
Subnautica.
entire Steam library.
Speaking of this week, little Subnautica is free on the Epic Store. Sorry, I had a moment there. There's just so many stores to keep track of now. Steam, Origin, Uplay, the Epic Store, itch.io.
I was watching
GOG.
when you were playing on stream yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I do have a question for you.
Okay, I
You-
probably have an answer.
You own it on Steam.
That's correct.
Why would you? Why would you get the Epic Store version again? Like you already own the game.
Just
What
to
is-
see how something would go, to make sure it worked well, right? Because I'm telling people to go get it for free, so maybe it was a real hassle. I'm proud to say it runs great. It runs real great.
Apparently, there was a lot of people giving that game shit the day it was supposed to go free because it took like an extra couple hours to go free.
Man, how
no.
dare
I know,
they?
and yeah, people were absolutely losing their minds on Twitter. That
Fucking
wasn't free
garbage
yet.
game.
That was
Don't
like
play it.
when Smash came out. I was sitting there on the Switch at 10.
You're getting mad.
What? Okay, so it's like it comes out at midnight Eastern.
10 p.m. here.
Yeah, so it was 10 p.m. here. 10 rolls around. Go to play. Can't play yet.
The fuck, man?
This goes on for 20-ish minutes.
You see Brando playing, and you're just getting so
Yeah,
mad.
Brando
Oh,
got it. I see
really?
Brando play. I'm sitting there logging up like, what the fuck? And it was just that the servers were getting shit on.
Yeah.
It's a big release. Sold bajillion and 5 units. That's Smash Brothers.
Bajillion
Yeah,
and
sold
5.
sold
Wow.
real well.
Units.
Subnautica's
Nice.
free. You should go play it.
Why did you pick it up again? Are you...
I never finished it.
Oh, okay.
I played like a couple hours, and then Kev started streaming, so I started streaming Subnautica, so I just watched Kev play through it. So I know some of the beats.
All right.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's real fucking scary. Like, we didn't even really see any sea monsters, but just the threat of... We did finally see a sea monster, but the threat of sea monsters being like, okay, I've seen these in Kevin's stream. Every time I like get the image for the stream for the day, I can see these terrible fucking beasts. And like it is pitch black and it is super quiet, and all you're hearing is like the and yeah, noises from the animals. It's so fucking unsettling to the point where like I've never been uncomfortable like that game makes me. Oh.
Have you? How many vehicles have you lost?
So far 0.
Wow.
But I also
Jeez.
play because I'm so afraid still of like I am always an inch away from like a rock or the bottom or like I need a surface behind me, you know? I just need one less angle for something to come and grab me.
Yeah, you bounced that sub off the rocks quite a bit.
I'd rather take a little bit of rock damage and not get eaten, because these big things, my theory is they're probably too big to get that close, but maybe not.
Okay.
It's fun. It's
It's fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's very hard to describe. Like it works on me in a way that no other game has. Like that apparently is my real fear. Of like every time I go to the ship, I subconsciously fucking hold my breath for real. Like, oh, okay. It's but play it. It's
awesome.
free. It's
Yeah.
free on Epic. I highly check it out. It is more than it seems. You know, the first I think 4 or 5 or 6 hours of that game even just seemed like another one of those survival games, but this one's on a fun like water world. It is more than that. There's a single player narrative hook in there, which I think is very fucking good when it happens.
Is it free to keep?
Free to keep.
Or is it
Yeah.
limited?
Nice.
Oh,
It's
okay,
free to
cool.
keep, but you have to get it in like
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks that it's free for.
Oh, okay.
December
And
the
then-
27th.
Yeah, so once it's gone, then you got to pay again.
Yeah.
But
Super Meat Boy will be free after that. Also a great game.
Is that what Epic's doing? Rolling a free game every 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know for how long though. A few months to celebrate the launch of their store. What else did I play? Oh, I played one more Onrush. Actually,
What?
I played a bunch more on Rush.
Oh, okay.
I'm still a little stuffed up from being sick. Before I talk about that, I played and got working Battle for Middle-earth 2, which is a real-time strategy game from 2006 and has been considered abandonware. So it has been supported by users. You can go and grab it for free with a quick Google search. It takes a little bit of tinkering to get working, but like it's all like HD upres and has widescreen.
Wow.
And if you like Lord of the Rings movies, like I really did, which I watched all of them when I was sick, all the extended editions. It's got all the like actors from the movies and the music from the movie. It's based on the movie likenesses and everything. So it's dope.
Did they like actually get the actors into to voice lines,
Yeah,
or did they
yeah.
lift lines from the movie and just put them into the game?
So, little A, little B, and like they got enough people that when you hear someone that is not in the movies, you're like, ooh, what the like Galad. They didn't get Kate. What's her name? No, Blanchett.
Yes.
They did not get Kate Blanchett, and boy, you can sure tell when that Galadriel talks. It's cool though. It's very cool.
That's the one that follows the movies, or I guess books.
One follows the books. Two is like the side, like the War in the North, and they did an expansion, Rise of the Witch King, where he plays the Witch King. Whoa. Which is weird because the Witch King, there's one of the factions, Mordor, can summon all the Nazgul. Well, not all. He can summon 3 of the Nazgul and the Witch King as his final one. Is you can have the Witch King on a fell beast on one of those flying dragons fighting the Witch King on a horse. Everyone is here. Both the Witch Kings. It's the most ambitious crossover event in Lord of the Rings history. And I watched all the extended editions. Fellowship, which is 4 hours.
Oh my God.
2 Towers, which is just a smidge over 423 or something. Return of the King, which is like 5.5 or some ridiculous.
Yeah, that one's something.
Yeah.
But you didn't run back the Hobbit trilogy. Get you
No,
stoked.
no, it's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. And they're making a new Lord of the Rings show apparently, and like, well, I guess they're like just talking about production now. So a few years, I'm ready for another renaissance. Let's redo Lord of the Rings again, like we did in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Let's do this whole thing again. I'm so ready. Young Aragorn. It's your boy, Young Aragorn. Apparently,
It's your boy.
is what that show's gonna be about. And then I played much more On Rush, which is the free PSN game this month, which I talked a big game about last week on the show. I played a bunch more this week. That game is not like the core of that game is fucking rad, and it is super fun to play. Everything else around it, like no matchmaking and stuff like that, is like just a tire fire. It is completely. It is embarrassing that they wanted $80 for that game.
Holy shit.
If you would have bought that, if it was a full price release, it literally has no matchmaking. So the ranked season is on. There is a standard like ranking thing. Like I started in silver and climbed my way up through gold to platinum.
Nice.
While ranked is on, you cannot play quick play. It's like, no, sorry, this hopper's closed. It's ranked. Go play ranked.
You have to play
You
ranked.
have to play ranked. And there is literally no matchmaking in the ranked. I've gone, I have played, so it's 12 people to a game. I have played multiple games with me and 11 bots. And I still get rank after.
Wow.
I have played multiple games with just me and no bots against 5 people and have still lost rank after. I've played like me and all bots versus all people. I, in Platinum, am playing with people whose literal first time playing the game it is. They haven't done tutorial. They've done nothing because you level up from doing that very first single player thing. It is so fucked. It is terrible. Why? Like, this is by Codemasters, the people who brought you Dirt 2 and 3 and like real big name video games with online systems and networking and matchmaking. And like, how did this thing get farted out the door? It is so embarrassing, and I think it is super offensive. Like, it is so fun to play, and all I want to do is play it, but not with 5 bots on my team versus 6 people.
Yeah.
Not with, like, oh, here's 4 people in a group who are playing the game for the first time, and me, and we're getting matched into Platinum because that's where my rank is, and they don't have a rank yet. Like, it's...
I mean, that's happened in almost every game that has an MMR system.
Sure.
Like, you can get the people who are doing their placement games and they're...
Yeah, but at least
super
they're
high.
people.
Yeah.
Like, that's a horrible
But yeah, like
Band-Aid fix.
the fact that you can get bots
Oh, yeah.
in a match-made game
And
is ridiculous.
multiple times, too. Like, I played, I don't know, I feel like 100 games probably, because they're pretty fast, in a couple days, and it is terrible. All your games are, like, maybe, like, I don't know, 15 out of 100 of those games were like good, fun, close matches. Everything else was either get stomped or just fucking stomp, which is fun for a while, I guess, if you're just Stomp. But like, if you're playing rank, like I want to win about 50% of the time.
Yeah.
You know, if your ranking system is working, I'm winning or losing about 50%. You know, if I'm a pro, I'm winning 55%. If I really suck, I'm only winning 45%.
If you see the Stomp coming and you bounce out, is there a penalty at all?
There is,
No.
there is,
You
but
can't just hop back right in.
yeah, there is, because I didn't believe there was. Like, you just take a rank penalty.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I didn't believe there was, because so many games also just break of just like, oh, we couldn't load you into a game. Hey, you've been punished for quitting this game. What the fuck?
What?
And you're like, oh, that must not really be punishing me, right? That's crazy. But I went there and brute forced it a bunch until I ranked down, and like, oh, it is. It actually, yeah, totally. Yeah, wow. So it's fucked. It is so, and it is so fun. Says someone take that idea. There's a Rocket League level of this thing could explode and be incredible, and anyone can pick it up and have a great time, but it is buried by this complete lack of support around it, which is weird. That's my piece on Onrush.
Well, you
Cool.
know.
I'll never play it.
Don't buy it. Seriously, don't buy this game. Never spend a cent on this game. It sends bad messages to the industry.
But get it for free. Yeah.
Get it for free.
Send the bad message.
And then play it and then shit on it and never play it again. And also tweet at Codemasters. Like, what the fuck, you guys? Let's go for a quick break. We'll come back here. Talk about some news. And we'll do some emails. We'll see you here on the other side of this. Musical break.
News sweep.
News sweep. News
We
sweep.
call it the news sweep.
That'd be like
Sweep. Why?
News
the sweep. The sweep is like if we had a music bed, which is like or whatever our news music. That would be the news sweep.
The news sweep.
News.
Laugh, Kev.
Laugh, Kev.
It's funny.
I'm not on enough drugs for that to make
Laugh.
any sense right now.
Enough.
Safe-
Just on some.
Safe heroin.
I have not done. Oh, my safe heroin time is 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. So
We got
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
yeah.
Going.
It's coming up though. Is everyone good? No one needs an actual break. I'm good.
No, I'm good.
That should be right.
All right, let's come back and
Yeah.
do some news. Where to start? Where to start? Let's. I guess they say you should read your most important story at the top of the show. So, remember that? What is the exact nature? The exact wording? I believe it was a legal complaint against Riot for. I can't remember what it was basically being shitty to
Yeah,
Toxicity.
toxic work environment.
specifically towards women
Yeah.
for the most part. Yeah, toxicity across the genders or whatever they called it. Here's some fallout from that. So the investigation is still ongoing. They are obviously not commenting on any individual cases, except Riot has made a special case to tell everyone that the Riot COO, Scott Gleb, who was specifically by name called out in this initial complaint, he has gotten 2 months unpaid suspension following this conduct investigation.
That could be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sure, he's got a bit of a cushion.
I mean, sure, but
Depends on the heroin levels.
Yeah, safe
Yeah.
safe heroin. So the company says they won't be commenting on any of the cases of misconduct currently being investigated, but I guess one of the terms of this particular investigation was this is the COO, has to be visible to the public. The lawsuit charges against Riot staff included objectifying female staff, and this is from the initial complaint. It also alleged that for years Gelb had been known to fart on, ball tap, and sometimes hump colleagues for comedic effect, which, as the COO of a probably not $1 billion company, but a very
Couple hundred
I
mil.
would probably, they might be a billion
Yeah,
dollar
maybe
company at this
maybe
point.
a huge company. Maybe ball taps and humping colleagues are maybe a little inappropriate. I mean, again, it's your place, Mr. Gelb. You run it how you want.
Run your company how you choose.
Yep. And of course, people like we just heard in the studio. People are saying 2 months unpaid leave for sexual harassment is like a slap on the wrist. So I'm going to give you the facts here, and you're going to draw your own conclusion. The CEO, who is Nicolo Laurent, said Scott could have avoided owning his past and his consequences. He could have left Riot. Scott chose ownership and redemption. I will root for him. We'll support him through this journey, and we'll leverage him as a great leader when he returns next year. I hope you will join me. So there you have it. Bad situation. Man got 2 months suspended. I guess everything's fine.
Well, no, it's fine once the 2 months is up, because then
Yes.
he's served his time.
I suppose.
The
You're right.
rehabilitation
You're right.
has
Oh,
been
you're right.
complete.
He's going to be a changed
You're right.
man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
Maybe
he
he
will.
take a course or something.
People can change.
Yeah.
People absolutely can change 100%. The statement from the CEO really rubs me the wrong way of like, Scott did not own up to this. Scott didn't come out and be like, yo, I have a problem. We have a problem here at Riot. Scott got called out in a legal, like he got sued for it basically, and was like, oh, well, what do you do at that point?
But I mean, he is right. He could have just said, okay, I resign.
I
The
suppose.
investigation ends.
I suppose.
No one talks about it again, and then they just brush it under the rug, right?
It's true. I don't making it seem like this is the hard path. This is like, and again, we'll see how it all comes. It's very hard to talk about this stuff. We'll see how it all shapes out. But I mean, you know, I would if they're making a point of being public about this one case, they should maybe be a little more public about what is happening in those two. Is it literally just 2 months? Don't show up here. Come back in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And
what's
you
the
like
difference?
a priest blesses you and you're better, or is it like, well, no, he's gonna go for all sorts of like sensitivity training, and he's gonna go better himself as a manager and a person.
Well, they're gonna give him like a whiteboard that he puts on his office,
His dream board.
and it's gonna say things you're not allowed to do. It's gonna involve do not objectify female staff, do not fart on your coworkers,
Fart on as a big
ball
cross through
tapping
it.
not allowed.
Nope, scribbled right out.
And most importantly, dry humping is
Just
only
little question marks about
acceptable outside of
dry
business
humping?
hours.
We'll see if we can work that one in somewhere.
How old is he? Do we know how old he
No,
is?
we could look that
My
up. though.
guess is like early 30s.
Why
Like
don't you
I'm
look that up?
gonna
Yeah.
ballpark him at like 32.
You think this is the behavior of a millennial? Is what you're saying,
Uh,
sir?
I would put it as the behavior as of someone who started a multi-million-dollar company in his 20s.
Yes, someone
Yeah.
who sort of
Had everything just given to him.
Yep.
not that he didn't work for it.
No,
but,
no,
but like
he-
yes, fell
yeah.
ass backwards
Fell ass
into
backward into
millions and millions and millions
millions
and
of
millions of
dollars,
dollars. I'm having trouble finding his age. It isn't really relevant.
I mean, actually, I do know that the one guy at Riot, that whoever is the Tryndamere guy, the guy who invented Tryndamere and everybody calls him Tryndamere, I think he's in his 40s, so
Okay.
maybe he is a little older, but
I don't know. It's hard for me to fathom a workplace like that.
I know.
Like if my boss came up and farted on me and started humping me.
It's
like,
the trades.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't really say I know, because my workplace, I mean, it's not as bad as what I assume Riot would be like.
Yeah.
Have you ever
But
been
I mean-
ball tapped at your work?
I've
I
never been
have.
ball tapped at my work.
many times.
I've
at
been ass
many different
grabbed at my
places.
work.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But no, we tell off-color jokes, and the bosses are fine with it. The bosses tell off-color jokes. Like,
It's very different. It's true.
Yeah.
But it's just like the trades. Like this shit happens this is a drop in the buckets. If that's the worst your boss is doing in the trades, oh, your boss ball tapped you. Grow up, Nancy. Like it's just a very different. It's shitty though, super shitty all the same. But I can totally imagine a workplace like that. Especially imagine one where, because their ethos for hiring for so long was like, no, we want core gamers, and what a
Yeah,
core
yeah.
gamer is someone who plays League of Legends 20
Yeah.
hours a day. Like imagine building a company on that inherent toxicity.
it's like, you need to play 20 hours of League of Legends, and how good are you at ball tapping?
We only hired
Yeah.
whatever diamond.
And then put
At the
all these
time.
people in an office together, and then put all this success on that, and keep
Yeah.
piling in people like that, and it's ugh. So details as they come. I'm sure we have not heard the last of the going-ons at Riot.
2 months and 2 days from now, I can see a
He's got 2 more
giant
unpaid
news
months.
story coming out.
They told him the fart on ball tap and hump colleagues was no good, but what about the fart tap? We never talked about that. Street the Capcom Cup is going on right now. We were just watching a little bit of it right before this podcast started, and I don't think these are in there. It was hard to tell, but Street Fighter V has added in-game ads to their signature characters and the gear and the stages. We saw a lady, I don't remember what character
Yeah, I don't know what any of the characters are, but the player was sponsored by Red Bull, and the in-game character had a skin that had a Red Bull logo on her dress.
No.
So Street Fighter V, it's free to play until December 19th. I guess when that was decided, Capcom added these in-game ad logos everywhere, which I put a little picture on. You can see, like, Guile's American flag tattoo is a Capcom Pro Tour tattoo. Like Akuma, you know, he's got the sigil on the back of his gi.
Yep.
It's the whatever branding sponsor. It's the Red Bull logo or whatever. They have like fucking Dulcim has one in the center of his turban, which I think is the one that I laugh at the most. And actually, it's still Dulcim. He has one. He wears 3 skulls around his neck, which is I think supposed to be like.
Yeah, he's like a voodoo witch doctor, right?
Well, no, they represent like the kids in his village that died or something. They're to honor like the fallen children of his village or something.
Yeah.
It's very honorable. Fucking that center one has a logo right on the top of the skull. It's kind of weird. So I guess you can turn them off if you want. Leaving them on, you get a amount of fight monies, an amount of in-game money.
What do you do with in-game currency in this game? Is it like unlocking characters?
Skins?
Skins?
Is it skins?
Because you buy all your characters. As a man who doesn't play Street Fighter V, I honestly have no idea. I don't even know if it's called fight money. I just know that I think M. Bison.
I
don't
mean,
even know
we
who says
call it fight money. That's
Someone when they lose says my fight money. So it's fight money. What do you guys think about this?
That's how you do it. If you're gonna do something like that,
Why
just
you-
give the people option to turn it off.
Okay, point of order. If you pay full price for a video game like Street Fighter V, maybe you don't need to add ads into it 2 years later after the fact.
But you can just turn them off.
But by not turning them off, everyone else is getting more fight money than you. And you won't be able to turn them, like we saw at the tournaments, you won't be able to turn them off at the tournaments, right? You're going to see these logos on all the... You yourself at the game, you playing at home, can turn these off so you don't see them. Your pro Street Fighter is always going to have these now. In like...
And you want to play like the pros, so keep it on.
The most egregious of the fucking American flag tattoo being replaced is bonkers. Is bonkers. And yeah, I like I said, I don't know if we saw that tonight, but yeah, one of those ladies had a Red Bull logo on her. So
I'm actually totally okay with this.
yeah,
That seems fine.
Yeah.
I am not.
I
invested
actually
at all.
Not only do I think I'm totally okay with this, I wish you couldn't turn them off.
Yeah.
Why?
And didn't get extra fight money. Fuck that. I wish you had to watch a 30-second video before every fight.
Hell yeah.
Well, if there's a loading screen, why not throw something on there?
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just hit him with ads.
For sure.
That's what we'll do in MOBA.
Ooh.
Heroes of the Storm is a video game. One time, many years ago, Kevin and I had a bet. I don't remember the nature of the bet. I know it's been paid in full
Yeah,
already.
it was something along the lines of I didn't think there was going to be a tournament for X amount of money within X amount of time from launch.
It was like I think the nature of the bet was Heroes of the Storm will never become an esport, and how we quantified that was like it'll have a tournament with this much prize money, which it did. So I think I got paid.
It was briefly an esport. I should have made a longevity bet for it.
Probably last year. Yep. Heroes of the Storm has announced they are scaling back production. All tournaments are canceled. It is no longer an esport. They are moving some of their team from Heroes onto other projects. The big takeaway here is they're shutting down Heroes of the Dorm and the Heroes Global Championship, which were their esports series they ran last year. It's not like the game is canceled. It's not like the game is going to disappear from the Blizzard launcher. They're still going to make new heroes, and they're still going to update it, and they're still going to do all that sort of stuff. They just won't have the huge focus. All these people are going to work on Overwatch, on the Overwatch League.
Yep.
Is exactly what it is. But yeah, the Heroes tournament's canceled. Some Heroes of the Storm, some pro Heroes of the Storm players, kind of, I don't know, rightly so. They're mad. I'd be mad.
I mean, when you're choosing which esport to go for,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
don't
why
pick
do that?
Heroes of
Everything
the
else is
Storm.
Even
so-
from the get-go, I wouldn't be like, yeah, Heroes of the
I
Storm.
love Blizzard.
It's like you're not good enough for League of Legends or Dota, so you go to
There's too
Heroes of
many.
the Storm.
There's too many. They're
the-
different games. It's like saying you're not good enough for football, so you go play baseball.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean you're not good enough for NFL, so you go to CFL.
Yeah.
different games.
But it's like, can you imagine being the Artifact esports pro who's like, I'm gonna be an early adopter. I'm gonna get all the best decks. I'm gonna become best at this game. And
Well, they did have a year of tournaments like televised, and they did have a big ass year of esports that would make me Mr. Esports player, like, gotta chase that money though.
Yeah.
Get some of that.
Yep.
Nope,
Not anymore.
apparently not. I haven't played Heroes of the Storm in a long time.
Yeah.
Last time I looked, they had characters in there that I like Sally Whitemane or someone. All these characters I don't even from World of Warcraft. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like,
the chaplain.
oh, we took peasant number 82 from Westfall, is John Trebek now is in the game. You know it, your favorite.
Favorite.
It's just like the most random. As a man who's played every Blizzard game for, I don't know, since Rock and Roll Racing, I don't know who a lot of those characters now are now. Discord store. Speaking of that Epic store that just opened up and is offering free Subnautica, the Discord store is, I believe, open and is offering. So we talked about the Epic store a little bit last week. The Epic store is a big deal because it offers a better split than Steam. Steam keeps 30% of the money for itself. 70% goes to the developers. Epic is doing, I believe it's 88-12. I think 88 for for 88 for the developer, 12 for Epic.
88 for Epic. Sounds
Discord is doing 90-10. Suck it, Epic. They say, we talked to a lot of developers, and many of them feel the current stores are not earning their 30% of the usual 70/30% revenue share, which I totally believe. Like, what is, if a game goes out there and makes $1 million on Steam, what is Steam doing to justify, like, what is that $300,000 that Steam takes?
Chunk.
Oh, I mean, they're allowing people to access your game.
It's true. They do expose you to a huge market. It's a ton of exposure. And there's a whole argument why you should or shouldn't be on Steam. Anyways, 10% store. They say that 10% goes to their costs. Discord says that it could get even lower. Once they get out there and they run it and they see how much everything actually does cost, server bandwidth and updates and all that stuff, it could get even lower, which is pretty cool. It's going to be good to get like a little bit of competition in this space because Steam has kind of been the undisputed king shit for so long. So long.
I think it'd be hilarious if it's like 2 or 3 years down the line and they realize that, oh shit, 10% isn't enough.
We actually have to raise it to 15,
we're
which would
losing
destroy
money.
the store. And
I think they'll be able to do it. Because
So do
the
I.
one thing you're looking at as being a store is Discord isn't a game developer. They run just the client. Epic is trying to
sure.
fund their own games and whatever. Fortnite is Epic?
Yeah, but just like Valve makes games and makes Steam.
Well, exactly. But Discord is just going to be running...
Discord might be a little more
servers and-
choosy with their games, though. Not just absolutely anything. Just hop that on Steam.
So Epic right now is curated, but I guess in the new year they will open the floodgates on Epic.
Do like a green light kind of
I
thing?
have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that final. Hopefully something, because like Steam is a fucking tire fire right
Oh,
now.
yeah. There's
It's
so much crap.
so much crap, and like some of it is even just downright. It's just malware. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a bit miner. This
Yeah.
thing is just mining coins on my machine, and also it costs $7 to buy on Steam. What the fuck? The last story I have is the Game Workers Unite, I guess is the name of the union, is the UK's first game developers union.
Good for them.
Maybe the first I've ever heard of. I don't know. The story specifies the UK's first, so they must not be the first. Just a bunch of nothing in that story. It needs to be read. It's interesting. Just hey, the word union is being thrown around.
Ooh.
Apparently, devs in the UK are forming them. Something's got to give here. This whole like the riot thing into that 100-hour work week thing out of the Housers when Red Dead came out, and just all this shit has been leading this way for a long time. Video game unions, video game developers unions, I bet will be pretty commonplace in the next.
Sounds sweet. About time.
It'll take a while. It'll take a super long while because I guess some of the stuff this particular union wants to get rid of is they aim to end excessive and unpaid overtime. Good luck. They want to increase diversity and inclusion, and they also want to ensure a steady living wage for everyone. Which, I mean, in a nutshell, you can't just get rid of crunch overnight in the video game industry.
Nope.
You can't just pay everyone more, and a lot of those, especially like entry level wages, are way under the poverty line. And there's gonna be a lot of push and pull. A lot of push and pull. There's gonna be a lot of problems caused by this. There's gonna be a lot of people saying like, "That's the union's fault. Halo 7 would be out today if it wasn't. Metal Gear 5 sucked because of the union." and we'll hear a lot of that for a long time, and then everyone will kind of get over it and grow up. But we're getting there.
It's gonna be games are $60 in the States, $80 in Canada, and $100 in the UK.
Yep.
To pay the union dues. That's it. That's all I pulled for news. Let's go to some emails. podcast@talkingreckless.com is the email address, or you can drop them on the subreddit r/talkingreckless. I pulled two. Duncan wrote in and said, "What, quote, old person, end quote, things do you do?" You got any old? I know you got 'em.
Why are all three looking at me?
I know.
I drink hot water.
Who's the oldest?
You just drink
here?
hot water?
Occasionally. This was coffee, but when it's late and I just want something nice and warm, get me toasty, have some
Really?
hot water.
Not like decaf.
I drink
tea
cold water.
or-
No.
Well, yeah, I drink cold.
Herbal teas are pretty gross.
It's totally that.
Maybe some honey and lemon sometimes. I'm feeling spicy.
You just
but
drink hot water.
just drink hot
That
water.
is the winner. We should have started with the showstopper.
Damn.
That's blowing because it's like the tea thing, right? You're like, oh, I just want tea. It's always time for tea, but I don't want caffeine at 10 p.m. So I'll just have some hot water.
It's the same thing. It's delicious.
The war is on. We
Do you
can't
ever
afford
just,
tea.
Like maybe get a little lemon spritz in there.
Sometimes some lemon, some honey. Yeah. But not herbal tea. Disgusting.
Oh, don't worry. You're not alone. Apparently, some of the chat also just drinks hot water. So.
Nice.
I think that's a UK thing.
Yeah,
It's a Britain thing.
That's more of an Asia thing, but
No, just drink tea, man.
Yeah.
So the hot milk, warm milk. We figure
That's
something
just-
out.
tea is just so many
nice-
chemicals go into that.
Maybe like a nice mulled wine
Ugh,
or something.
no.
You know,
that was one of the worst.
maybe a
things
hot
I've ever
chocolate.
consumed.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate's pretty much the only warm drink that I will ever drink.
The only stop.
Well,
the
I guess-
only warm drink.
Green tea as well.
That's I have
Green
known
tea
you to
at
drink green
sushi
tea.
is
Hot sake.
pretty much
Are
it.
you
Nope.
a hot sake?
Oh
fan?
no.
No.
I'm
Not a
I'm
fan.
not myself. No.
No,
coffee.
I'm not a not really hot drinker. And like I say, the only time I ever get like hot drinks is like if we're going out for sushi, I'll get
Yeah.
green tea. Like I don't have my own tea set
Some hot
Or-
drinks.
when I'm thinking I'm thirsty. I could really go for a hot chocolate right now. It's like
Just
no,
a good cup of hot. You know what really hit the spot? Just a nice microwaved cup of water. See, it's crazy.
It's not crazy.
It's crazy.
You boil it. Who microwaves any liquid to consume?
You boil water in the. What's wrong with that? Somebody, I forget who I was talking about with this. Somebody tried to tell me that water heated in a microwave cools faster than water heated via other methods.
That's how water works.
wait, what?
I don't think
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Hot water.
The question
It's
It's
is,
hot water.
did you buy it? Did
No.
you, for even for a little while?
No, I tactfully told that person that I don't think that's how that works. Colin, what old man stuff do you do?
Naps.
Oh yeah, there's nothing old about that. Naps is.
It's really a
Yeah,
dumb thing to
naps
do.
like a baby thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like teen years? It's frowned upon, but once you get in the
It's I think
I'm in
the
my
only
late
reason
20s
the
and I
only
want a
reason it's
nap.
frowned upon in your teen years is because your parents see you napping and they're like, "Fuck that, go do something productive,"
Yeah,
and then
you're
they
so
kick you out of the
lazy.
house.
Big fan.
I'll
of
think
naps.
on it, but all I can think of is naps. Right
Yeah,
now.
You're very particular about the floor.
Oh,
Sorry, I like
tell us-
being clean.
Tell us more. Tell us more. Like
I have a
like-
white hardwood floor.
like someone does the floor, and then Colin comes into the room and just doesn't even say anything.
pretty
Doesn't
spot
even
on.
say anything. It's
Is
just-
wanting your place to be clean an old person thing?
Are we talking like? Does he come over and gets down on a knee and
No, like
tries to buff a spot out?
if
Like,
it's
what are we
getting
talking about
dirty,
here?
I'll vacuum. But
Yeah. Oh man, you would hate. It's so dusty in my place.
is that an old person thing?
No, depends how particular you are.
If
Yeah.
I was down on the floor with like a toothbrush, yeah, that's a
If you're like ultra
person thing.
particular about it, I don't know. I used to shovel when I had a driveway that needed shoveling. I used to shovel it in the early morning. If I would wake up for like a piss at 5 a.m., I would have to shovel that fucking. You can't. It was always on a weekend because you can't enjoy a nice weekend. You can't sleep in knowing that like I'm gonna have to go shovel in like 2 hours. It is so fucking snowy.
The trick is to just let the snow pile up, and then at the end of it, when you're finally like, okay, now when it's 2 feet deep, now is when I actually have to do it.
That's how you get scoliosis. One year I tried leaving a sheet of plywood, 2 sheets of plywood side by side on the driveway, and then getting out in the morning and just like, upending the plywood, trying to like slide all the snow off. It's a dumb idea. Don't. It works once. It works until you get the mound of snow, and then you're like, well, this is.
You just have to keep moving the plywood.
It's true. Your driveway gets progressively a foot less wide every time you do it, or short, depending on the side.
Or how about this? You don't put the plywood directly onto the ground. You put it on like some cinder blocks, and then you just add more cinder blocks as the pile of snow gets higher.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Okay? So
yeah,
I have the board up on cinder blocks.
Yeah,
and it's snowing on the board.
Yeah, and then you.
Yeah.
Pick it up the same way you
and
do.
then you just make it hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next time you flip it up, it already flips over the mound.
That's right.
Shit. This is a good idea.
And then...
This is a better idea than MOBA.
It takes you the same amount of time to move the cinder blocks and then put them back every night.
Seems like a lot.
That's good thinking. No, that's good. Is it less work than shoveling?
That's exactly what I'm
or you
getting
could
at. It's
mechanize
probably
it, get
not
some hydraulic
some
pumps on
sort
there
of-
to just push it out for you. Or get a
Flamethrower.
heated driveway.
I'm not a millionaire.
salt.
Heated driveway.
At that point, you might as well just put hydraulics underneath your entire concrete slab of driveway and
Lift
have
the
the
entire
entire
thing.
driveway flip up.
Nice.
Well, it doesn't have to flip up.
Dump on your
Like-
neighbor's house.
and hurl a pie at them. My parents have heated like parking lot at their place, and it just means there's like I have a truck, so it's no problem. But there's like a 6-inch to a foot tall like here's the ice, and then here's the heated parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like okay, I'm leaving the parking lot. I get a bit of a run at it here. Yeah. Kev, you do any between the shit stool and the canes?
That's just smart thinking.
I think like I don't really know what's considered an old person thing. Like I mean, I've always been a big proponent of 8 hours of sleep.
It's true. You always answer your door. That's something not a lot of people do anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess if
You always answer the door.
not always. Like if I'm in the basement and I would have to go up the stairs to answer the door, I won't answer the door.
That's too far.
But like if I'm upstairs and the doorbell rings, I'll answer the door.
Do you look out your window
I don't
first?
do that.
No,
Okay.
He doesn't
No,
care. He
just
wants
open.
it's always he wants to talk to him.
find out.
Well, you're wearing a bathrobe.
Most of the time, I am wearing a bathrobe.
Yeah.
That's
an old
one
person
time
thing.
I've probably told this story before, but when I was living on the north side, doorbell rang and I was in my underwear, and I was expecting some people over, and I'm like, they're like an hour early. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
And so instead of
Boys are
putting,
coming over. I
instead
better
of
strip
putting
down.
on some instead of putting on some clothes to answer the door, I'm like, okay, well, this is obviously the people who I'm expecting, so I really don't give a shit if they see me in my underwear. So I open the door, and it's these two, like they must have been like 19 at the most, like Jehovah's, both female, both gorgeous.
Hey, ladies.
And yeah, they just went into their whole
What's going on?
the one who was in the front doing the talking was like straight facing it and like, have you heard the word of the God?
Sir, take it from us. We can tell you need religion. Jesus.
But yeah, the one who was standing behind her kind of had like a smile on her face.
Answering the door in your underwear is like kind of vintage old man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Bathrobe or underwear, answer the door.
Comfort. Being comfortable with yourself. If that's an old man thing, then
I'll
old
walk.
man me.
I've been known to if I have to go like bring out the garbage, like I'll go bring out the garbage in my underwear.
That's like
that's a
dad
real
thing.
old man.
Yeah.
That's a real old man thing. No, if I'm out in public, I'm at least putting some sweatpants on or something. Mr. Shack also wrote in and said, "What's your favorite holiday-only treat? Eggnog? Candy cane flavored everything? Those little chocolate balls with the cream filling and the coconut inside. I don't really know what
Those
Ferrero
aren't
Rochers?
Ferreros. They don't have coconut.
Don't
No,
they?
I don't think
Oh, it's
No.
hazelnut. Yeah.
Ferreros have
Is
coconut
it
on the
lint?
outside.
Lint with coconut?
Yeah. No, Ferreros definitely
No,
have coconut
That's just
on
chocolate.
the outside. Because sometimes you get them they're all white. Sometimes they're all coconut.
That's on the outside.
You're like, oh
though.
shit.
Yeah.
That says inside.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your favorite holiday only treat? I used to like eggnog as a kid. Now
I still like eggnog.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
the opposite. I never drank it when I was
it's
a kid.
so thick.
I love it.
Have you ever seen
Gotta
them
water it
pouring?
down.
Yeah, have you ever seen them pouring cement in like they're doing a sidewalk or something? That is like the same consistency as eggnog.
It's delicious.
Like it just falls in globules and
I have to chew it.
All right, this is unrelated, but the cement thing reminded me of it. I saw this video a couple days ago of a chicken walking over like freshly poured cement,
Okay.
and like the worker trying to chase the chicken off, and eventually like trying to shoo it off so that it got off the cement without getting onto the cement himself. And eventually he just gave up and just like dove into the cement to get the chicken off, and the chicken got away. It was pretty funny.
That's great.
Nice.
I mean, my favorite video this year is a donkey what sounds like it's singing a little bit. So, hot off the tails of Go-Kart Spin Kid.
Oh yes.
What were we talking about? The holiday treat?
Can you get turtles year round?
Yeah.
Can you? Is
Yep.
They're a little more rare.
Yeah.
legal? Is that allowed?
Yes.
Okay.
Turtles is something that I only ever eat during Christmas time, and
too.
it's definitely the best Christmas treat.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they
I
sell
met
them
somebody.
year-round.
I met somebody who didn't like turtles the other day. I could barely believe it.
What?
Barely believe it. It might have been Warren. I think Warren might not like. He hates caramel. Warren hates caramel.
Oh, okay.
So he hates turtles.
I mean, it's not that you hate turtles; it's you hate an ingredient.
you hate
Yeah,
caramel.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, like if you don't not hate caramel, then you have to love turtles.
That's true. Yes. If you don't not hate caramel, you have to love turtles.
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
right. I love turtles. That
And you
kid
don't
from all
not
those
hate
years
caramel.
ago loves turtles. He's still doing fine.
They're all right.
I don't think I've ever had eggnog.
What? Really? We should get some this year.
I don't understand all these times that I say like I've never tried this type of food, and it always surprises you guys. Like there's been dozens and dozens of things
you
over
seem
the
so
years. where-
adventurous in your palate.
Yes,
but-
and refined in your tastes. It's like I don't
That's
know. It's so
why
common
I've
though.
avoided eggnog.
It's like a pretty common thing. It'd be if someone's like, "I've never actually had a burger," you'd be like, "Whoa, what? For real?"
well, it's like what was it? Carrot cake?
Yeah.
I think I've had that once in my life.
That's a cake. What got carrots in it?
Pumpkin pie.
That's more
pumpkin pie.
believable.
I legit never had pumpkin pie until like one time this year. Somebody was like, "Here, we have pumpkin pie," and I'm like, I don't think I like pumpkin pie. I've never had it, but I know that pumpkins don't look good.
It's true.
So
They also- if you ever
why would the pie made out of the pumpkin?
If you just bite a pumpkin, it doesn't taste very good either.
Yeah. So
Pumpkin seeds, though.
I took a
Pretty good.
bite
It
of
was.
pumpkin pie and
What'd you think?
was satisfied that
Don't say.
I should never eat it again.
It's more of a whipped cream delivery device.
Yeah, I've always been an apple man through and through.
Yeah.
Apple
Apple's
pie.
alright.
Yeah,
Apple pie is good.
I know you can make it and probably get it every year round, but I like Kevin. I only have gingerbread at Christmas. Ginger snaps, gingerbread.
Gingerbread is sometimes good.
And the
Like
Nanaimo bars.
gingerbread is one of those things where good gingerbread is really good,
Yeah.
but average gingerbread or bad gingerbread is
Store-bought
is no
just-
good.
No such thing. All gingerbread is beautiful in its own way.
I don't know.
I am
about
DTF
that.
with any gingerbread. Any gingerbread.
Yeah, down to food.
Down to food. What was our magic online battle arena? Colin, what's your favorite? Do you got
Eggnog.
just eggnog?
Yeah.
Would you alcoholic or what? Why am I even asking?
Yeah. Of course.
I've never had it with rum. Maybe the rum kind of cuts it. That's what you put in it, right? Eggnog
Yeah.
and rum.
Yeah.
Spice? What's the standard go-to? here?
Usually spiced.
I've
never tried it with white. I don't know.
Rum.
I just got a bottle of Bailey's yesterday from the gift swap thing. So I'm gonna try that in eggnog.
That'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
And you could like cut it. You could. It'd be the equivalent of like watering down your chocolate milk
We've
with
we
regular.
stopped buying milk eggnog.
Soy.
We have coconut eggnog,
Almond.
and it's pretty good.
Almond eggnog is bad.
I might be
Soy
into that.
eggnog is bad. But
You're
the
not supposed to
coconut
drink-
stuff is amazing.
You're not supposed to drink soy, are you? Soy's. How come everything's
Okay, well
soy
we
free?
just tried it.
Soy-
We didn't try, we
free.
never tried soy.
Did
And
we
yet there's a
No.
milk. There's a
Oh,
soy
okay.
milk. There's soy bars.
Okay, well,
they come
almond.
in beans. You can get soy beans.
Do you guys know how they make almond milk? Like, do they just take
Yeah.
an almond and then
Yeah, you
squeeze it
squeeze it,
really
crush it,
tight,
put
and
some
then
water on it,
eventually you
yeah.
get
You
like
grind. You can
milk
make
out of it?
You can make it yourself at Bulk Barn, not Bulk Barn. One of the places like that. You just grind it. It's literally
grind it
just
to a
almond
powder,
Yeah,
yeah.
just almond powder mixed with water, and you like filter out the bigger particles.
weird.
It's not like the juice of the almond; it's the ground almond
Hydraulic press
So
the
they-
almond.
or the oil. Because like peanut butter, you squish a peanut, right? But almond, you don't squish. You'd get
Really?
almond oil. Yeah, totally.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That must be very inefficient.
Well, there's something like in a carton of, I should look up the stat. In a carton of almond milk, it's like to grow and process the almonds, it's like 50,000 liters go into every liter of almond milk or
Holy
something.
crap.
It's super bad for water usage. super fucking bad. And I drink 2 cartons every week.
Yep.
It's like an Olympic swimming pool worth of water I am destroying with my almond milk habits.
It's
But you're
not
saving the
very nice of
cows.
you.
It's true.
So it
It's
probably
true.
evens out in the end.
Milk is for babies. Milk is for people who like to poop their pants.
Then yeah, you're not exploding out your shoulders.
Out my shoulders. I'm not. It's you explode out somewhere else when that. Bryce, do you have any? Did we do you for your
Yeah,
your,
Nanaimo
your
bars.
tweets?
But so good.
Does your mom bake?
Yep.
Does anyone? Yeah, mine
Yeah.
too. It's great. My mom and I bake now. It's a
Ooh,
good
nice.
time. Yeah.
Wow.
We're really kicking
Bonding.
it overdrive. I'm putting on the weight. Get that Christmas bacon weight on. When I put that put my suit on today for work for streaming and just a little tight. I don't wear those pants often. Wore them today. Ooh, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I need to get into bacon. Bought 10 kilograms of flour. It's just sitting in the cupboard.
10 kilograms of flour.
Isn't that like a normal size bag?
don't
That'll last you a
think
long time.
so.
I think if you're using it like a cup to 2 cups at a time, that'll
Yeah.
probably last you for the next 18 to 19 years. I would guess.
It's going real slow.
Let's get away into baking. Let's like do cookie
Oh, do
swaps.
cookie swap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do fucking cookie swaps.
There you go. The Eads and Bryce baking stream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want to get in on this?
That's
we
no.
could some of
I'm
it could be
good.
weed products even. We could have like a sober side and a weed
Edibles.
side of the baking stream of the bake
I
sale.
will. I'll show up and drink. And,
Sorry, this is a dry. This is a dry.
Well, then
baking.
I'm out.
We could get Amber in on
Out
this for
completely.
sure.
Amber Oliver's
Yeah.
wife, Amber.
Yeah.
Is she a known bakist?
Yeah, she made
She
like
brought that
yeah,
cake.
she's
Oh
Cakes.
yeah!
Yeah.
Oh shit! The
She is,
cupcakes
right?
and shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well, is she a bakist or is she like a fondant artist? Like, is she just really good at?
A little both.
We'll
Can't
need
do
her.
one without the other.
Yeah, we'll need her to apply the form to our delicious function.
Oh, yes.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is the email address. You can write in some friendly questions or drop those on the subreddit r/talking reckless. That's all I have to tell you. Somebody made 10 million points today in the wrestling pay-per-view stream.
What?
Someone made 17,000. So once every okay, all right, let's dial it back. I stream every day on twitch.tv/talkingrecklesspodcast. In fact, we're streaming this right now. If you are watching live, we have points in our stream. We have stream points. You get for just being in the stream. Once a month, we have a wrestling pay-per-view. Well, I mean, I don't. Vince does. Vince and the WWE have a wrestling pay-per-view, and we have a stream where we gamble all those points. And somebody went from like rank, I don't know, 200 to number 1 with a bullet. But there are 2 more coming up. So lots of time to get those points.
What do you do with these points?
Well, I'm glad you asked,
Can
Colin.
I redeem them
Whoever
for money?
has, whoever you can redeem them for video games. Whoever has the most points at the end of the season, which I believe is February the 28th this year, the end of February, we'll get one of our top 5 Game of the Year games. Whatever we come to as an agreement on a Game of the Year list on February the 2. That's when the New Year's show is.
Cool.
They'll get one of those games, yeah. God of War will be on that list probably. Red Dead will probably be. It'll be a good ass haul of games. So,
Oh, yeah.
there will be something for everybody on there, unless Kevin
No, nothing for
filibusters.
me.
Galaxy
Nothing for
Heroes.
me is going to be on that
Unless
list.
Kevin filibusters, and well, let's just try and get cheap games on the top 5 list because we got to give one of them away at the end of February.
All right.
So,
Celeste.
yeah, it's Tetris Effect. It's only $50.
Let me tell you about Power Rangers All Stars.
It's
Just
free.
don't
Free,
tell us
Okay.
about that.
It's free.
Okay. And that's all I have to say. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Bryce
Thank you.
and Colin.
Thanks.
And you-
Matt.
At home, this is Matt Eads exploding out his shoulders. Thanking you for listening as well.
It's a saying.
We'll see you here in 7 days. It'll be the 255th episode of the Talking Reckless podcast. We'll see you then. Mercy, was that funny. Hey, everybody.
Still
Hey, I saw that Dan popped by. Sorry that we were kind of ignoring you there. We're just recording our podcast that we do for iTunes. I also saw, Look Book gave 1,000 bits. Thanks very much, brother man. Woo! Welcome back. Look is a fan of the podcast who popped by the stream this week. One of the folks, I believe, said it was their first time on Twitch.
No.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I popped the chat
He
down
must
for
be
a sec.
very young.
No, it goes the other way.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Usually
Oh,
it's
I
the
know,
other
I know.
way of like, I'm a man and this thing existed after I was a man.
Yep, I'm 32. What's Twitch?
Oh, that's probably like 40 or 50.
Yeah,
Oh.
him, I know that I straight called you
Oh.
out. Yeah, I know. I could see that you were in the chat as well. I don't know if you could tell, but I was I knew who it
Just him
was.
that drink the hot water.
Yeah, no, him was the one who tried to tell me that microwave water cools down.
Oh.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
We were funning. I knew you were good for it. That's all I gotta say. Again, sorry for ignoring. We do it intentionally. We put the blinders on. But it was Dadbod. Dadbod won, I think, 17,000 points or something, and Hima is number 2 with like 7,300.
Damn.
Jesus. So
Yeah.
he's like just going hard and doubling up.
I don't know. Like it was everybody was like win lose, and I know he with the last 3 matches, I know he doubled up.
Ah, yes.
So I think he went all in, and went all in to take first, and I was kind of egging him on. I'm like, man, if you double up again, that is one with a bullet, and he did. It was a lot of fun.
He can stop there. Coast until February.
Yep. Just lock it in. Lock it in.
That's
never
not
turn.
gonna be enough.
Never turn the computer off. If I've done
mean,
everything right
More than
my
double
way,
second place. I
To
think
be
you're
fair,
pretty
if
good.
I've set it up right, it shouldn't be enough.
No.
But
No. You got to think, like, if everybody else lost all their points, like every time I show up to these wrestling streams where I start with a bunch of points and then always end with 0, like I would have no chance to catch up. But
you don't think you can get 17,000 points? Of course you can. Hima, it's only the 18th of December, and you've already grinded 7,300, and there are 2.5 months left. So of course you can.
I thought you said there's only 2 more wrestling events.
There are, but Hima wasn't even at the wrestling event. She chose the
Okay.
path of safety.
Ooh,
Lock those points in,
grind it out.
grind them over time. Mm-hmm. It's very smart.
Nice.
It's very smart. Well, I'm going to turn this thing off. Thanks very much, everybody, for listening. Again, I apologize. We, ignored you. This is your first time listening to the Talking Reckless podcast. We come up on iTunes and Spotify and Google Play and every podcatcher in the universe every Monday morning, including tomorrow. I'm going to go home and edit this show right now. So maybe subscribe on there. Give us a listen. We're a lot of fun. I think it's the best thing we make.
I had a dream yesterday about you kicking me off the show. And
Oh, no.
it was I had
Started to realize.
Oh no.
the reason, like, I had to give a speech on the show about, this is going to be my last show, and
Oh, no.
but the way
Creative
we started
differences.
off, and it was at the very beginning of the show because you were going to cut it so that it was. I don't really remember how it worked, but the reason you were kicking me off with the show, because I killed a bunch of people.
that's fair.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all talked about this a lot, and, it's not about who's right and who's wrong, but
But yeah, I wasn't going to jail or anything.
what
It's
was the
just-
nature of you killing these people, you
It's
psycho?
just, I don't know. I don't know how I killed them. I don't know the reason why I killed them. I knew I wasn't getting into any sort of trouble other than getting kicked off the podcast.
And that's devastating.
Good.
Would you call that a nightmare?
Good.
I don't really have nightmares.
Would you call that a portent of vision?
I hope not. 'Cause you weren't in the dream, and you weren't in the dream.
Were we dead?
Now I got to go back and rip this out of the video because we stopped on the audio. This has to make it to the podcast. Man couldn't have said it like 20 minutes earlier, huh? Thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, regular time. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love.